conditions. So minor injuries, acute illnesses, emergencies that don't require those specialized services. I would say minor fractures, sprains, lacerations, respiratory infections. We're coming into that season now with flu and strep and COVID, that kind of thing. Abdominal pain, allergic reactions. Our goal is to provide comprehensive emergency care for the common urgent healthcare issues.
And last question here. What are the hours of operation, and what should people remember about the freestanding ER if they've just been introduced to it?
Yeah, so our freestanding and Grand Ledge is operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, holidays, weekends. We're there all the time to treat the patients in the community and ensure that the patients have access to emergency care any time of the day or night. We're fully staffed with board certified emergency physicians that full time. And I just want them to remember that it's available to them as an option. And we are happy and delighted to be able to bring this service to the community.
Dr. Larissa Trail, Regional Medical Director of the Emergency Department at McLaren. We want to thank you so much for the time. Thank you for the support. This was an excellent conversation.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Nice chat. And here at Spartan Stadium, the stands are beginning to fill up. Nice representation in the student section for sure. Penn State is back in the locker room, and MSU is still out warming up. Well, so when we come back, we're going to have a look at what we think this Penn State team is bringing to the table. But first, we're going to take a break right here on the Spartan Media Network.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Now, how do we get to the airport? Take mine.
Thanks, Jen.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Touchdown! From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No, first base!
Go, go, go! Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like wanting a psychic that helps you, but getting one that just ruins surprises.
I see. Your friend's throwing you a surprise party.
Well, that's ruined.
I see. The end of your favorite show. Madison stays with Braden.
Can I get a refund?
I don't see that.
You wouldn't settle for just any psychic, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Let us help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, plans include benefits for your whole health like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. There is no obligation to enroll. One of our licensed agents will answer your call and help you pick the right plan for you. Aetna Medicare is HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Well, this afternoon is Michigan State hosting Penn State for Game 7 of the Big Ten season. And don't forget to make your best play of the day at 1 North Kitchen and Bar in East Lansing. Happy hour runs 2 to 6 every weekday. And then we go into overtime on Thursdays, and happy hour goes to 9. Enjoy great drinks and happy Tizers just minutes from campus. I've seen Dalton over there.
Quite a few times.
A couple of times. By the way, let's now take a look at today's game day weather, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company. Well, it's 62 degrees, kind of windy, though. We're going to have some gusts up to 34 miles an hour. That should play some havoc with this game a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's going to be dry. What a gorgeous day for November in the state of Michigan. So, with that, let's go back to the season for Penn State. They began ranked second in the land behind Ohio State in the preseason polls. That lasted for the first 4 weekly polls. Then the Nittany Lions dropped to third during the 5th poll of the season, which was the week Penn State was 3-0 on the year and headed into a home game against Oregon State. That game would turn into an overtime loss and begin the demise of head coach James Franklin and the start of the current 6-game losing streak.
And it still really makes you scratch your head on what happened at State College. Just a play away from knocking off of a highly touted Duck squad in double overtime to now losing 6 straight, firing James Franklin, which sent shockwaves through the world of sports even outside of college football, and sent this year's coaching carousel into hyperdrive. But the thing to keep in mind, this Nittany Lions team is close. They lose by 6 in double overtime to Oregon. They drop by 5 to UCLA in a shocking upset. They lose by 1 point against Northwestern, fall by a single point again in back-to-back weeks, this time at Iowa, get beat up by the Buckeyes, and in last week, without a Heisman moment from Mendoza and IU, maybe they beat the second-ranked Hoosiers. But instead, it's heartbreak, losing by 3 points. Through it all, Penn State still has one of the best backfields you can find in Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton. Allen is the career rushing attempts leader at Penn State all time and is 319 yards from Evan Royster's mark. Singleton, on the other hand, is 3 rushing touchdowns from passing Saquon Barkley for the most rushing touchdowns in Penn State history and the most total touchdowns in Nittany Lion football all time. This afternoon, Penn State will try to get a heavy dosage of this combo wheel because at quarterback is a redshirt freshman who's filling in for the injured Drew Aller by the name of Ethan Grunkemeyer, who has a pair of touchdowns in Aller's absence, but already has 4 picks, Will.
Not bad. And some of those guys you mentioned that whose records might be in jeopardy, that's like Penn State royalty.
Absolutely. I mean, we're talking about some of the best. That's how good this backfield is.
Well, by the way, on the field right now, we are honoring the seniors as they are coming out with parents and family members and friends and to get their due for a great effort here at Michigan State. Well, when we return with more of our pregame show, up next is our last Inside Look. The Spartan Football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
We're back at Spartan Stadium for the final time this season as we get set for a Big Ten battle on the gridiron. Let's check in with Andy Hetzel from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Hello, Andy.
Hi there, George. It's always great to be here with you. This season has flown by. I can't believe it's mid-November.
Andy, this is one of the most exciting times of the year when it comes to sports. But unfortunately, it's also the time when the flu bug starts going around.
George, the flu is as dependable as the leaves turning. For most of us, the flu isn't life-threatening, but it can be severe and even deadly for very young children, seniors, and people with chronic health conditions. At Blue Cross, our goal is to help our members and minimize the impact of flu season across Michigan. And that's why we provide our members with access to flu vaccines at no cost.
Speaking of cost, Andy, flu season has an impact on the affordability of health care. According to the federal government, the flu costs billions of dollars each year in hospitalizations, doctor visits, prescriptions, and over-the-counter treatments.
Right, George. When more people get their flu shots, it lowers costs by reducing their need to use an already expensive healthcare system. When you schedule your flu shot, that whole experience takes about 5 minutes. That flu shot can help you avoid 5 days or even more of being down with a severe case of the flu and all the associated co-pays and deductibles involved with treating an illness over an extended period.
Andy, decades of scientific research has proven the effectiveness and safety of flu vaccines. As you told Spartan fans before, getting a flu shot does not mean you won't get the flu, but it greatly reduces the chance of getting really sick.
George, at Blue Cross, we stand by that research, and that's why we continue to offer flu shots as a covered benefit that is free of charge for our members of all ages. If you have a chronic condition, you should check with your doctor before getting the flu shot. For more information, Blue Cross members can visit their online account at bcbsm.com.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, George. Go green.
Go white.
Will Tiemann here along with Dalton Shetler, and welcome back for more of our preview of this afternoon's matchup between Michigan State and Penn State. And with that, it is now time for our last Inside Look, brought to you by Schupan, sustainable material solutions since 1968. And today we're being joined by MSU's tight ends coach and recruiting coordinator, Brian Wozniak. And Brian, I thought today we could start off talking about Senior Day. One of the guys that's a senior today, you brought with you from Oregon State, Jack Velling. How do you feel about this day for him?
You know, I think it's always interesting this day and age in college football. rarely do you get to coach a kid for 4 years, and I've been fortunate enough to do that with Jack. And I can't say enough about the kid. Obviously, I think he's a heck of a player, but he's even a better person. So yeah, watching him do this today with his parents, Jerry and Sarah, there's part of me that's sad about it, and part of me that's so happy for him, all he's done, throughout his career, not only on the field but off the field. Really proud to see it for him, and can't wait to see what his future holds.
Well, Brian, final home game of the regular season for Michigan State. What's that locker room feel like? Is it any different?
Yeah, I think the energy playing for the seniors. I think that showed up kind of all week, really 2 weeks because of the bye. Just each guy and how important that senior class is to them. I think it's been fun to see throughout the week. Each guy kind of be able to kind of have their own moment with it. So the energy's good. The energy's good. It's always going to be focused. It's always going to be the calm before the storm. But the energy's fun in the locker room.
Well, the season's been a long one. Everybody kind of has seen it, what everybody has. Keys to beating Penn State today.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, offensively, we got to be able to keep the ball on track, stay ahead of the chains, calm that front four that they got. Calm them down. Don't let them get to the QB, and then. To me, too, it's just being consistent. The thing that's hurt us the past couple games is penalties, and we got to eliminate those, especially the ones that we can avoid, and then play with great technique and be able to stay away from. But I think those are going to be the big keys for us, playing a full, complete football game, be able to go get this big-time win.
Well, Brian, we got some good weather, don't we?
Yeah, it is. It's a little windy, but that's okay. It's not cold,
It's not cold.
This is perfect November East Lansing, so I love it.
Okay, appreciate it, Brian. Good luck.
All right, thanks, Will.
Okay, there you go. Comments from Michigan State's tight end coach and recruiting coordinator, Brian Wozniak. And that's our last inside look at the Spartans. Thanks to Shuban, sustainable material solution since 1968. Up next, we're heading to the sidelines with Trey Mosley. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery. Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play, you could win prizes up to $500,000.
Our Lions victory.
With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
We'll team here along with Dalton Shetler, and welcome back for more of our pregame show, where today it's Michigan State and Penn State here in East Lansing. By the way, show up and donate blood to help your school win $1 million for student or community health, score a limited edition Michigan State t-shirt, and save lives. Well, let's now head down to the sidelines and check in with our man, Trey Mosley.
Hey, Will, thanks. So it's senior day here today. It's a lot of emotions flying high. Guys getting ready to play their last game in Spartan Stadium. I would love to see the guys come out, start fast, especially the guys who aren't seniors. Make sure they play for their teammates because this is the last one in Spartan Stadium. You definitely want to go on a high note. So I would love to see the guys come out, execute the game plan from the beginning, and leave the stadium with a victory.
That'd be good. Have a good one, Trey.
Thank you.
Okay, let's now check out some scores from around the country, brought to you by Fly Lansing. When you fly Lansing, you are just one stop away from over 500 amazing destinations. The Capital Region International Airport, your gateway to the world. Well, everybody's playing except for a couple schools. Nebraska and Rutgers have bye weeks. Well, there was a game played Friday in Eugene, Oregon all over Minnesota, and that went 42-13. One that could be an upset in the works here, Northwestern leading Michigan 22-21 with 5:24 left in the game, and that game is being played at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Well, Dalton, we always talk about numbers. We talked about them in the kickoff show. You know, always at this point in time, we go by the numbers with the help of the MSU Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of Spartan Athletics. Go green with MSU FCU. Any thoughts of new numbers?
I was going to say, you mentioned the number 2 to cap off the kickoff show. You were talking about slowing down those 2 edge rushers, Zariah Fisher and Dennis Sutton. Honestly, Will, I got the script here. You can take a look. I'm taking a look at those same 2, but I'm also taking a look at those 2 rushers, Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton in the backfield on offense for Penn State. You slow down those 2 combos of the Penn State Nittany Lions, you give yourself a chance to maybe win today on Senior Day.
I think you do win. That's what I think. Well, today's final pregame thought comes courtesy of Michigan State co-captain and senior graduate linebacker Sam Edwards, and his take on what it will take to win today against Penn State.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to just physicality and finishing the game strong. You know, executing for all 4 quarters, getting the stops when we need to get the stops. We've been there. We've had opportunities the past few weeks that we haven't capitalized on to. We got to clean up some of the penalties, and then we gotta execute. We got to play physical, and we got to again just attack them where we can and finish the game when it's time to finish the game.
So with that thought, that's a wrap for our Spartan pregame show. Up next, George Blaha, J.U. Kalkrick, and Trey Mosley right after this.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
It's time for the game.
Childs takes a shotgun snap. He'll keep it. He has daylight. He's inside the 5. On his feet into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU. Here we go. Back comes a little bit of a high snap. The kick is up, and it's good. Spartans win.
Spartan football brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense. MSU Federal Credit Union. Spartan fans dream big with MSU Federal Credit Union. Coors Light. Choose chill. One North Kitchen and Bar. Making good times great. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card. Labatt Blue Light. Perfect for any tailgate. Meyer. Supporting hundreds of sports teams across the Midwest. Dean Trailways, the official ground transportation provider of Spartans Athletics and Michigan's premier motor coach company. Make Dean Trailways your favorite ride. Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's insurance company. Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. And sponsored by Aetna Medicare. Medicare annual enrollment ends December 7th. Now, for the play-by-play of today's game, here is J.U. Kolkrick and the legendary voice of Spartan football, George Blaha.
Thank you, sir, and good afternoon, everybody. It's the home finale for 2025 and the last game at Spartan Stadium for the seniors. They've had an up-and-down career at Michigan State, some exhilarating wins, and some very, very disappointing losses. But J.U. Kolkrick, it's really all about the experience of playing college football. How many guys really get an opportunity to play Division I football as you did?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, George. It's a tremendous honor and a pleasure
to have the opportunity to play college football, but to also to play here at Michigan State. So that's something you can carry with you the rest of your life and the rest of your career.
Now our national anthem. First, the alma mater. I think it's fitting we listen to this on the last day for the seniors.
As the sun's peeking out over Spartan Stadium.
As the band before us spells out MSU across the center of the field here at Spartan Stadium. The director of bands is Kevin Sedadov. The director of the Spartan Marching Band is David Thornton. All kinds of thoughts, I'm sure, go through everybody's head when they're ready to play for the last time. I've thought about this because you guys keep in touch so well. You think maybe I won't even see some of these guys ever again.
Yeah, and especially in today's college landscape, with the transfer portals guys coming in just for 1 year. And this is like, we talked about earlier, this is the last time a lot of these guys are going to, play football with a helmet on, especially here at Spartan Stadium. So, it's something that's definitely special. It's an emotional day.
And as you said earlier on WJR with Steve Courtney, you can't just go down to the corner and find 10 guys and play a pickup game like you do in hoops. You got to have shoulder pad, and helmet, and the works, and hopefully some competent officials to play this game this way. And that just doesn't happen.
Exactly.
Speaking of officials, Kyle Knuppel is our referee today. We'll be hearing from him throughout the afternoon. Our umpire is Edward Feaster. Rod Amari is our head line judge. The line judge is Sergio De Hoyos. Ryan Gannon is the field judge. Steve Thielen, the side judge. David Lofton, the back judge. David Siegel, the center judge. And our replay official is Thomas Kissinger. And we are ready now for our national anthem. Some pyrotechnics, and here comes Sparty out of that north end zone. The student section continues to fill up here as we salute the graduating seniors. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for Penn State, their star quarterback Drew Aller went down in game 6. Redshirt freshman Ethan Grunkemeyer has taken over. He's from right down the road from the Ohio Stadium, Lewis Center, Ohio, Olentangy High School. He is 6'2", 207. He can throw it, averaging 80 yards per game, but that includes a slow start in the first game. This young man in recent games has been flinging it around. He threw for over 200 against Indiana last week in what looked like it was a win until it wasn't. He is completing 65% of his passes for 562 yards, has a 43-yard long bomb to his favorite target, Trevor Pena. Runkemeyer has two excellent running backs. Will probably both play on Sunday. They both weigh well over 200. Katron Allen at 5'11 and 219. Nicholas Singleton, 6 feet and 224. Allen averages 5.3 per carry. Singleton 3.9. But he has rushed for 363 yards and 92 carries. Allen gets a few more carries, 138 for 736 yards. The number one receiver is Trevor Pena, as we mentioned, a senior from Ocean Township, New Jersey, who transferred from Syracuse to Penn State. Devontae Ross, a senior from Cartersville, Georgia, at 5'10 and 170, who transferred from Troy to Michigan or to Penn State. And Kyron Hudson, 6'1", 213, a senior from Duarte, California, modern day, former USC wide receiver, now playing split end for the Nittany Lions. Kyron Hudson has 21 catches, 2 for scores, and a 31-yarder. Up along the offensive line, sounds like a lot of PA kids. The centers from Allentown, Nick Dawkins, 6'4" and 299, a senior. The guards are Ian Harvey, a junior from Royersford, PA, at 6'2" and 284. Oliva Vainua Yawane, a junior from Graham, Washington, at 6'4" and 328, big kid at left guard. The tackles are Drew Shelton, a senior from Downingtown, PA, West High School, 6'5", 306, and Nolan Rucci, a senior from Lidditz, PA, is 6'8" and 304. The tight end is Khalil Dinkins, a senior from Wexford, PA, is 6'4" and 250. And over on defense, the middle linebacker is their top tackler. He is Amari Campbell from Manassas, Virginia, transferred to Penn State from North Carolina. The ends are Dennis Sutton from Millsboro, Delaware, and Zariah Fisher from Aliquippa, PA, the home of Tony Dorsett and Mike Ditka. And Alonzo Ford and Zane Durant are the tackles. Durant is 6'1" and 287 from Lake Nona, Florida. Ford is 6'2" and 304 from Richmond, Virginia, transferred to Penn State from Old Dominion. The outside linebackers, Dominic DeLuca from Pittstown, PA. The nickelback is Zion Tracy from Hempstead, New York. The corner is a pretty good one. A.J. Harris at 6'1" and 186, big enough to play over there, transfer from Georgia, from Phoenix City, Alabama. Davian Collins, a junior from Covington, Georgia, and a Mississippi State transfer, is the other corner at 5'10" and 180. Dejon Lane from Jessup, Maryland. The free safety at 6'2" and 206. Zachary Wheatley, the strong safety, a senior from Crofton, Maryland. Archbishop Spalding High is 6'2" and 202. For the Spartans up front today, they're running out of offensive linemen, but they have Kristen Young from Honolulu at left tackle. Connor Moore, the transfer from Montana State, at right tackle. Caleb Carter, Matt Gulbin, and Rakeem Johnson on the inside. Jack Velling, the venerable tight end, playing his last game at Spartan Stadium. Starts Omari Kelly, playmaker Nick Marsh, and Krishan McCray, the wide receivers. Makai Frazier, Brandon Tellis, and Elijah Tautoliver are the running backs. Alessio Milivojevic, the quarterback. They tell us Aiden Childs is unavailable today, out with an injury. Defensively, Jalen Thompson and Isaac Smith on the edges. Alex Van Sumeren and Grady Kelly inside. The middle linebacker and a good one, Jordan Hall, the junior from Fredericksburg, Virginia, at 6'3" and 230. Wayne Matthews, the other backer, a senior from Largo, Maryland, at 6'2" and 230. The nickelback is Dontavius Nash, a fifth-year senior from Gastonia, North Carolina. The corners will be Malcolm Bell and Aiden West. The safeties, Amorion Smith and Malik Spencer, both playing their last games for the Spartans. Michigan State won the toss, fans. They will defer. Penn State will receive the opening kick. Nicholas Singleton and Kyron Hudson are deep for Penn State. Hudson on the far side, Singleton near side at the north goal line to our left. Martin Connington will kick off. Come up short of the goal line, bounces into the end zone for a touchback. That thing nearly went out of bounds inside the 5. So it comes out to the 25. First down and 10 of the Penn State University Nittany Lions, who came within inches and seconds of upsetting Indiana last week at State College, PA. Grunkenmeyer, the redshirt freshman quarterback, will lead them to the line of scrimmage. Nick Dawkins out and over the football. Patron Annalyn, the running back, off the right shoulder of Grunkenmeyer. Snap back to Grunkenmeyer. Hand off to Allen, running to his left, out to the 29, a 4-yard pickup on first down. Malcolm Bell up from his corner spot to make the tackle. Our spotters, Ira Gaben. Greg Schultz is our statistician. World's best sound technician, Al Rosenberg, here with us in the booth. Wendy Hart is the boss up here, our producer-director. 2nd down and 6 for Penn State at their 29-yard line. In motion is Kyron Hudson, right to left. The handoff goes to Catron Allen, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage by Isaac Smith. Falls forward maybe for a half a yard. They may mark it at the 31. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Big down for the Spartans in this game. They have to control and stop the run of Penn State and make this quarterback, Grunkenmeyer, beat them with his arm.
J.U. Kulkrick, our analyst. On the sideline is Trey Mosley. Here comes Penn State with 3 wideouts, wide side right. Single receiver to the left, it's Hudson. Grunkenmeyer has Allen off his left shoulder. Here's the snap back. He fumbles it. Spartans are after him. Throw him down. He is sacked back at about the 18-yard line by Malcolm Bell. He was right there when the snap was bobbled. Penn State nearly turned it over. A 10-yard loss. They'll punt.
That was a well-timed corner blitz by Malcolm Bell there, and it even helped out even more that the snap was dropped.
Gabriel Wosu to punt. Gets it away. Omari Kelly on the other end of it. Calls for a fair catch at the 44-yard line of Michigan State. And that's where the Spartans will put it in play. Would love a great first drive for this Michigan State team. What a pick-me-up that would be.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, George. A good first drive for the Spartans would be great here. We saw the last time, the Spartans took the field at Minnesota. The first half, Alessio was sacked 6 times, but they made good adjustments in the second half, only allowing 1 sack. Let's see if they continue to play to his strengths.
Alessio Milivojevic has Elijah Toliver, the senior, on senior day off to his left. Hands to him. Turns to a big hole at right tackle. Heading down the right sideline at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, to the right pylon, into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU on play number 1.
You talk about a fast start, George. You can't get any faster of a start than that. Alessio had that big run against Minnesota last week when we played at Minnesota, and he got caught. His teammates made a lot of fun of him for getting caught. This time, there was no catching Elijah Toliver.
57 yards for the 5th-year senior and Sacramento State transfer. On for the point after is Martin Connington. It's down, it's up. It's good. That last Spartan first down along the way brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. They remind you to think Ford first, and with that last touchdown, another $100 donated to Michigan schools from Wood & Associates Family Law Attorneys, proud sponsors of MSU Athletics and Touchdowns for Teachers. Spartans 7, Penn State nothing. A 57-yard scamper for a score by Elijah Toliver. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery. Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play, you could win prizes up to $500,000.
Lions victory.
With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Gambling can be fun.
Here we go.
Kind of like skydiving. The thrill, the excitement. But be careful, or gambling will start to feel like skydiving without a parachute. For tips that will help keep you out of harm's way, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Tired of old school hiring headaches, endless interviews, rigid schedules? The future of work is here, and it's called WorkShift. We match businesses with pre-screened, ready-to-go workers and handle payroll and compliance for you. Need more help today? Less tomorrow? With WorkShift, your workforce scales as quickly as your business does. Visit WorkShift.com to discover the future of work. WorkShift, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. For details and to register, visit InsideTheGreensweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics. Spartan basketball team, unbeaten. They'll hit the road soon with Will Tiemann handling the play-by-play. Nicholas Singleton and Kyron Hudson are deep for Penn State. Another kick by Connington. This one fielded at the 4-yard line. Trying to scamper up the right sidelines is Singleton. He's out to the 25. Drilled and dropped there, so same as a touchback. Penn State will put it in play at their 25-yard line. Keyshawn Williams, young DB, up to make the tackle.
The last time the Spartan defense was out, we saw them do a good job of corralling to the football and forcing Penn State into a third and medium situation where the quarterback had to beat them with his arm, and there was a mistake on the snap. So let's see if they can continue to control the run game of Penn State.
Katron Allen behind the quarterback, Grunkemeyer. He play fakes to Allen, fires it to him in the left flat. Allen's out to the 30 and knocked down there by a host of tacklers led by Jordan Hall. So a 5-yard pickup for Penn State on first down. Spartans wearing white pants, green jerseys, green helmets. Penn State in their very familiar all whites. Trimmed in blue. 2nd and 5. Penn State at their 30. Grunkemeyer waits for the shotgun snap. Rolls to his right, throws on the run. Catch made at the 35. And down goes Trevor Pena. Darius Snow makes the tackle at the 37-yard line. So that's a first down for Penn State.
That's a nice open field tackle by Darius Snow. The Spartan defense all week again, they worked on tackling, and they showed a lot of improvement in open field tackle against Minnesota. And so far, early in the game, it's continued to show that they have improved in the open field tackle.
Pena and Hudson, wide side left. Toss sweep to the left to Allen. Allen trying to get outside and almost did. Pulled down at the 30 or 46-yard line by Amorion Smith, a 9-yard pickup on the run by Allen, the senior from Norfolk, Virginia, who went to IMG Academy. Second down and 1 for Penn State from there. Spartans lead them 7-0. One play for the Spartans, a 57-yard touchdown run for Elijah Tout-Oliver. Grunkemeyer takes the shotgun snap, play fake, steps back. Has a lot of time to throw, but nowhere to throw it. And he'll finally navigate himself back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. He got out to the 46-yard line. Dropped by Alex Van Sumeren and Cam Williams. Williams, a sixth-year edge man from Logan'sville, Georgia. 6'6" and 253.
That last play was all made possible by the coverage that the secondary had on the Penn State receivers. Nowhere for the quarterback to go. So that's why it was that was kind of a coverage sack or a coverage loss.
Pistol formation now. Katron Allen was behind Grunkemeyer. Now they'll switch to almost a power eye to the left, but Grunkemeyer still in the shotgun. Handoff goes up the middle and out to the 47 before we see where they spot it. Looks like unofficially a first down. Now it's official. 1st and 10 for Penn State at the 47. The crowd doesn't like the spot. Jordan Hall made the tackle.
Yeah, it looked like it was a generous spot by the officials on that play.
1st and 10 for Penn State at their 47-yard line. 9.5 to play first quarter. Penn State with 3 wideouts to the right. Singleton's now the running back. Hand up to Singleton, running to his right. Trying to navigate some traffic, gets to midfield. Pulled down at the 49-yard line of Michigan State. He barely got there. Darius Snow with another fine tackle. 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6.
That was a great job by the Spartan defensive line of extending that play. Kept leverage and kept pushing the running back east and west.
Pena and Ross, wide side left for Penn State. They'll go on the ground to Nicholas Singleton. Singleton just short of the 46-yard line of Michigan State as he ran to the right. Raekwon Buckley from Grand Rapids, who came back home from Nebraska to play for the Spartans, made the stop. It's 3rd and 3. No huddle for Penn State. Another running play, and Singleton doesn't get much. He's to the 45-yard line. Jalen Satchel and Wayne Matthews teamed up to make that tackle. So it's fourth down and 2 for Penn State at the Michigan State 45.
This 4th and 2 looks like Penn State has their offense on the field still. So this Spartan defense, they're going to have to be disciplined and not get drawn off sides.
Quick throw to the right for the Nittany Lions. Catch made by Pena, and Pena's inside the 40 to the 38. That's 7 yards and a first down. Malik Spencer makes the tackle. 10th play of the drive already, and they're at the Michigan State 38-yard line. Penn State trying to punch it into the south end zone to our right. Grunkemeyer has Katron Allen behind him in the pistol. Tight end in motion, left to right, play fake. Grunkemeyer throws over the middle. He's got his man. Catch made inside the 15-yard line. At the 13 by Trevor Pena, tackled by Amorion Smith. Trevor Pena earns his scholarship. He seems to be the number one option every time they throw the ball. 1st and 10 at the 13. Hand off to Katron Allen. He's to the 10 and now down to the 8-yard line. 5-yard pickup. Grady Kelly made the stop. 5th-year senior from Navarre, Florida. Defensive tackle at 6'2" and 295. Second down and 5 at the 8-yard line. Offense makes some changes so the defense can take their time getting their guys out of the field. Spartans beef up a little in the middle. Second and 5 at the 8. Snap directly back to the running back, and he did a little dance. Looked like he was hemmed in, cut to his left, and Katron Allen's into the end zone for a Penn State score. There's a flag at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think it's going to come after the play. It could be maybe some unnecessary roughness or something of that nature. I think it came out after the touchdown was scored.
We'll hear from Cole
After the
Knuppel
play
in a
was
moment.
over. Unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. Number 1, Penn State, and number 34, Michigan State. Those are their first fouls toward disqualification. Those fouls offset. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Tyron Hudson and Khalil Majid flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct. One more on either one of them, and that individual would be tossed. Ryan Barker will try the point after for the Penn State Nittany Lions with 5:50 to play in the first quarter. He splits the uprights, and it's 7-7 in East Lansing. Michigan State 7, Penn State 7. 5:50 to play in the first quarter. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
Want some serious entertainment packed full of serious excitement? Are you ready to wine and dine with some serious food and drinks and experience some seriously luxurious game-changing accommodations, all while you do some serious unwinding at your favorite playgrounds? You're in luck. Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, Leelanau Sands Casino and Lodge, Crystal Shores Casino, and Grand Traverse Resort and Spa are inviting you to stop by for some serious fun.
Spartans, when it's game time, it's One North time. Just minutes from Michigan State University, One North Kitchen and Bar is your go-to spot for scratch cooking and world-class hospitality. When you're celebrating a win or catching up with friends, we've got the perfect dish to make every moment special. Join us for the MSU Coaches Show and get closer to the action with the voices that bring Spartan spirit to life. Visit One North Kitchen and Bar, where Spartan pride meets memorable meals.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
Hear that roar? That's the sound of Spartan Nation. And Dean Trailways is right there, every mile of the way. As the official ground transportation provider of Michigan State Athletics, we connect Spartans to championships. For every game, every practice, every victory, we deliver it. Elite service that powers the green and white. When you demand championship-level transportation, Dean Trailways is your winning drive. Become part of our team at deantrailways.com.
Thank you to today's game sponsor, McLaren Healthcare, the official orthopedic and sports medicine partner of Michigan State Athletics. Whether it's home, auto, life, or business insurance, Diversified Insurance Group has the coverage you need to stay ahead of the game. Personalized solutions, just like a perfectly executed play. Visit WeDigInsurance.com. Let's win together on and off the field. Let's go down to the field now and Trey Mosley.
Yeah, so there's already been a few momentum swings here in this first quarter with both teams being able to put the ball in the end zone. Now let's see what the Spartans can do on the second drive on offense. The first drive was amazing. We got to follow that up.
Thank you, Trey. Elijah Tolliver, who scored on a first snap of the game, a 57-yard run, along with Krishawn McCray, deep from Michigan State. The kickoff from Gabriel Wosu goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Spartans will put it in play at their 25-yard line. Let's pause 10 seconds now for our network stations to identify themselves. Elijah Tautalliver, the running back. Milivojevic takes the snap back, hands to Tautalliver, fighting for distance off right guard. He picks up 2. Stopped after that by Amari Campbell, their middle backer and leading tackler. Campbell has 68 stops now, including that one. 2nd down and 8 for the Spartans at their 27-yard line. McCray and Marsh to the right. Omari Kelly, short side left. Snap back to Milivojevic. Throws left side. It's caught by Amari Kelly. Gets out of bounds at the 31-yard line on the near left sideline. 4-yard gain. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Spartans. We're tied at 7. 5 minutes to play first quarter. 3rd and 4 at the 31. Nick Marsh to the right. McCray and Omari Kelly that way too. Now McCray starts in motion left, goes back to the right. Shotgun snap back to Milivojevic. He's being chased. He is hit but gets away. Runs to his right. Throws on the run. There's a receiver there. It's over his head and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So no intentional grounding, but it'll come up 4th down for the Spartans and 4 at their 31-yard line.
Yeah, that time Penn State brought external pressure. They brought a linebacker up the middle there. They brought one more than the Spartans could cover, and good job by Alessio of keeping his footing and getting the ball out of harm's way.
Dominic DeLuca finally made the tackle. Ryan Eckley to punt. Pena is deep for Penn State at his 23-yard line. Eckley bangs this one. Pena, hot catch at the 20, starts up the middle, and he's got a little bit of running room. Daylight out to the 40 before he is spun down. There's a flag on the play. Khalil Majid made the tackle. 49-yard punt. A 20-yard return.
During the kick, holding receiving team number 33. That 10-yard penalty is enforced from where the kick was caught. 1st and 10, Penn State.
We'll move it back to the 10 or 11-yard line here. Holding by Penn State. We'll take a break. We're tied at 7. 4:25 to play first quarter at Spartan Stadium. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare and the Spartan Media Network.
Ohana keeps prices low for the whole family while still bringing quality, farm-fresh, locally sourced ingredients to the table. At Ohana Sushi and Hibachi Bar, you are treated like family because Ohana means family. And your family can enjoy the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi bar around during lunch for only $18.95. Everything is cooked to order and fresh, and get select $5 cocktails during happy hour, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Ohana, the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi in Lansing on West Saginaw. Online at ohanasushibar.com.
What kind of people work at the Michigan Department of Corrections? The kind of people who value fairness, integrity, and compassion. People like you. Come join us. Consider a career at MDOC. We offer great pay and benefits, paid training, and we have immediate openings for corrections officers, healthcare and mental health professionals, food service staff, and more. Go to michigan.gov/MDOC jobs to learn more.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Let us help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, plans include benefits for your whole health like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. There is no obligation to enroll. One of our licensed agents will answer your call and help you pick the right plan for you. Aetna Medicare is HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for one winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Hey, Spartan fans, hope to see you at Ford Field on November 29th when the Spartans take on the Maryland Terrapins. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com or visit MSUSpartans.com for information. Go green. The ball moved because of the holding penalty on Penn State on the return at the 11-yard line. Nicholas Singleton, the running back. Nick Dawkins out and over the football. Be a great time for the defense to make a stand. They get great field position. They're going to direct snap it to Singleton, and Singleton gets maybe a yard, maybe 2. Almost arm wrestling at the line of scrimmage with Alex Van Sumeren, who stopped him in his tracks. Tried to wiggle for another yard.
Last possession, Penn State had the ball. They did a good job of mixing things up. They were heavy with the run. So we'll see if Michigan State can contain this offense.
Ball just shy of the 14, 2nd and 7. Both running backs are in now with Grunkemeyer. Grunkemeyer takes the snap, backpedals to the 2, and throws it away on the left sideline. Nobody near where the ball went out of bounds. A lot of pressure from the Spartans. Jalen Satchel was back in the face of Ethan Grunkemeyer. It's 3rd and 7, just shy of the 14-yard line for Penn State.
Yeah, the last play, the Spartans were able to sniff out that screen. They tried to set up a screen for running back Singleton, and he was covered by the Spartans defense, and he just had to throw it away.
3rd and 7 at the 14. Grunkemeyer checks off at the line of scrimmage. Singleton off his right shoulder. Takes the snap, feels some pressure. Starts to his right, runs into one of his own men, rolls to his left, throws downfield. Incomplete over everybody's head at the 30-yard line. So Penn State will have to punt from deep in their own territory. Quindarius Dunnigan, one of the real emotional leaders on this team, the grad student out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, was the guy who put the pressure on Grunkemeyer. Quindarius playing his last game as a Spartan at Spartan Stadium.
That was a terrific job of the Spartans going in there, showing blitz, and then dropping into zone coverage on that last play.
Omari Kelly is deep. Here's the punt. Omari on the return, a little wiggle, starts to his right, stays on his feet at the 45 of Penn State, falls maybe to the 44. Gabriel Wosu, the punter for Penn State, slow to get up.
Media timeout.
We'll take a timeout. I do not see a flag for running into the punter. We'll take a break. We have 3:19 to play in the first quarter. In East Lansing, it's Michigan State 7, Penn State 7. The Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
At Boot Barn, we believe that the cowboy boot is an American icon. Today's boots are not only rooted in history, but are enhanced with modern technology features for the working cowboy. Ariat boots are built with advanced technology that provides the comfort and support of a high-performance athletic shoe, yet still has the functionality and durability of the iconic cowboy boot. And at Boot Barn, we carry over 250,000 pairs of Ariat boots nationwide. Ariat at Boot Barn.
Frankly, you'll want to join us for the Michigan Sports Brief every weekday on all of our Spartan Sports Network affiliates, presented by Frankenmuth Insurance. Find a local independent agent near you by visiting fmins.com. Thanks to Mike and Kathy McNamara for putting some of my peeps into a suite today up here to watch this game. It would have been nice on a cold day, but it's still nice on a nice day.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you can have that sweet living.
My wife Mary, daughters Ann and Katie, and also grandson Joey with my buddy Art Meir and Owen Morris. Have fun, everybody. You only get to live life that way once in a while. Good ball game so far, 7-7. I think the Spartans have played well defensively, with the exception of the one drive by Penn State. They put it in play offensively, and for the first time, Mekhi Frazier, who missed the game at Minnesota, was nicked up. He's into the backfield.
Yeah, Mekhi's more of the home run hitter of the three running backs, and for Spartans there. Spartans, they got to have to establish a run game and stay ahead of the sticks on this drive with good starting field position.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of Penn State. Frazier off left tackle. Got a couple of good steps after he got the ball, and he's down to the 40-yard line. Amari Campbell made the tackle for the Nittany Lions. 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5, just outside the 40 of Penn State. Michigan State moving it right to left across your radio here late in the first. Milivojevic has Frazier off his left shoulder. Waits for the shotgun snap. Backpedaling the tight end in motion, right to left. Ends to Frazier, spins up the middle. Thrown down at the 37-yard line. Amari Campbell makes the tackle. He makes plenty of them for the Nittany Lions. It's 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if head coach Jonathan Smith is telling his offensive coordinator, you have 2 downs here to pick it up. So, there's a lot that the playbook affords. You can still run the ball here on this 3rd and 2.
Martian McCray, wide side right. Frazier to the right of Milivojevic. Hand off to Frazier, and he won't get anything. Spartan offensive lineman shoved back. Frazier as well. Hit, probably lost a yard. Dominic DeLuca and King Mack. Mack, the backup strong safety. DeLuca, the outside linebacker. Team up to make the stop. 4th down now and 3 at the 38 of Penn State. Well, your quarterback can throw the ball, and he has his 3-star wideouts wide side to the right. Frazier off his left shoulder. Milivojevic waits for the shotgun snap. Back it comes. Looking right. Hit as he throws, and it falls incomplete. Scooped up over there by Penn State. I don't know what they think. Is that a live ball?
Well, usually
knocked out of the quarterback's hands.
Usually in these cases, the refs are told to let it play through and then let replay determine if it was his arm was going forward or if it was incomplete pass or not.
Danny Dennis Sutton, who's made a lot of plays all season for the Nittany Lions, made that play. The senior from Millsboro, Delaware.
Yeah, now I think they're calling it an incomplete pass.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete forward pass.
So it'll be Penn State's ball at their own 38.
What I wanted to see when Alessio had a lot of success was when they put him on the move a little bit, did some sprint out protection. That's what I wanted to see on that last play. Put him on the move a little bit, give him the option if he sees that green grass to run the ball and possibly pick the first down up with his legs.
Well, the defense will be called upon now to make a play or two with a minute and 23 to play in the first. Again at the 38-yard line of Penn State. First down and 10 for the Nittany Lions. Grunkemeyer in the shotgun. Katron Allen off his left shoulder. They'll hand to Allen running to his right as a blocker, and now is slammed down as he crosses the 45 to the 46-yard line by Wayne Matthews. Well, he's been an excellent tackler ever since he made his way to East Lansing. 8-yard gain, though, before the tackle by Matthews. So it's second down and 2.
Yeah, good job of Wayne Matthews scraping over the top, pursuing the football, and making that big tackle on Singleton.
Singleton, Kyron Hudson, among 3 receivers, set to the left. The handoff goes inside to Katron Allen. Allen's to the 49. That's a first down. Alex Van Sumeren makes the tackle. Time running out here in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. First and 10 for Penn State at their 49-yard line. Allen to the right of Ethan Grunkemeyer. Grunkemeyer was taken over when Drew Aller was hurt in Game 6. He's looking toward the sidelines for a play call from their interim coach, Terry Smith, former starting wideout for Penn State from Aliquippa, PA. And his last 12 seasons as cornerback coach for the Nittany Lions. Time has run out here in the first. At the end of 1 at Spartan Stadium on a beautiful day for football. It's Michigan State 7, Penn State 7. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
You love the thrill of the game, but not from the sidelines. As the official orthopedic and sports medicine partner of Michigan State Athletics, McLaren Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can help you get back in action. Our team of experts specialize in the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sport injuries. Whether you're swinging a bat, shooting hoops, or running the trails, we make you feel like a pro at any age. Learn more at mclaren.org.
Spartans, when it's game time, it's One North time. Just minutes from Michigan State University, One North Kitchen and Bar is your go-to spot for scratch cooking and world-class hospitality. When you're celebrating a win or catching up with friends, we've got the perfect dish to make every moment special. Join us for the MSU Coaches Show and get closer to the action with the voices that bring Spartan spirit to life. Visit One North Kitchen and Bar, where Spartan pride meets memorable meals.
Hey fans, even Sparty knows everybody needs a timeout every now and then. So why not take yours at the beach? Myrtle Beach is home to 60 miles of warm, sandy beaches, over 2,000 restaurants, and much more. Enter now for your chance to win your very own beach break getaway. Compliments of Visit Myrtle Beach. Enter at myrtlebeach.com/MSU. Your ultimate beach break might be just a click away. Auto Owners Insurance is simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. Thinking about skiing this winter and you maybe just a beginner? There's no better place to learn than Treetops in Gaylord. There'll be plenty of snow and room on some of their less crowded slopes for you to practice. Go to treetops.com/learn to ski and learn in a place that's fun and builds your confidence. Treetops at the 45th parallel in Gaylord. J.U. Colquitt, we're at the end of one. I think these teams have played pretty much like it is a 7-7 football game.
Yeah, they absolutely have. And, Penn State, they're trying to establish the run game here. They ran the ball 14 times for 41 total rushing yards. The Spartans, they've ran the ball 5 times for 66 yards on the ground. But keep in mind the one big run, that Elijah Tolliver had to start the game for that touchdown. So Penn State's trying to establish the run game here because the quarterback, he's a young kid, and, I think the Spartans have to be able to control the Penn State run game, so they have to be beat by Drunkenmeyer.
If they can make
air.
it beat him upstairs,
yes,
they have a much better chance to win the football game. It's 1st and 10 for Penn State at their 49-yard line. Spartans defending the north goal line to our left. Katron Allen is the running back. In the pistol with Grunkemeyer. And up to Katron Allen off left tackle. Stepped out of one tackle, but the Spartans then closed on him. Quindarius Dunnigan pulled him down at the 44 or 43-yard line of MSU. 2nd down and 2. The ball's at the 43.5-yard line of MSU. Kyron Nelson set to the right with the tight end Luke Reynolds. Dunkemeyer wants to throw. Guns it. It's incomplete at the 25-yard line. Kyron Hudson hit hard by Amorion Smith when the ball got there. That was uncatchable with Amorion.
An absolute
all over him.
A big hit by Amorion Smith coming down, after to dislodge the football from the receiver.
Amorion Smith is a dad these days to his brothers and sisters after the loss of his mother. He's got a lot on his mind, including Spartan football. 3rd down now and 2. Penn State at the Spartan 43. Drunkemeyer takes the snap. Comes to his right. Toss sweep to the right. Singleton is hit down. Well short of a first down. Even with a bad spot as far as the Spartans are concerned, I don't think there's any chance he got there. Quindarius Dunnigan and Amorion Smith and Grady Kelly all in on the stop. Put it down at the 42-yard line of Penn State. They need the 41.
Yeah, that was a terrific job by the Spartan defense of corralling to the football, making that stop, forcing this 4th down attempt for Penn State.
On 4th and 1, the Nittany Lions hurry to the line of scrimmage. Quick handoff to Nicholas Singleton. This is going to be very, very close. He's thrown back. He may have gotten there and then was thrown back. Grady Kelly made a heck of a tackle.
Yeah, I think he's short.
I think the Spartans found him short. And so do the officials. Heck of a play. Grady Kelly in the middle of that Spartan defense. And they stopped the Nittany Lions on 4th down and 1 at the Michigan State 42. Ball marked just shy of the 41. So the Spartans will take over in just a moment. Let's take a break. With 13 and 27 to play in the first half, Michigan State 7, Penn State 7. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
At Boot Barn, we believe that the cowboy boot is an American icon. Today's boots are not only rooted in history, but are enhanced with modern technology features for the working cowboy. Ariat boots are built with advanced technology that provides the comfort and support of a high-performance athletic shoe, yet still has the functionality and durability of the iconic cowboy boot. And at Boot Barn, we carry over 250,000 pairs of Ariat boots nationwide. Ariat at Boot Barn.
The AC by Marriott Lansing Hotel is redefining your overnight experience in East Lansing. These brand new facilities opened in 2023 and bring an unmatched level of hospitality to visitors of Michigan State University. As part of the Red Cedar development, guests have walkable access to restaurants and a direct connection to campus. There's no other choice when it comes to overnight lodging here in Michigan's capital city, steps away from Spartan Stadium. Book now at achhotellansing.com.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Tired of old school hiring headaches, endless interviews, rigid schedules? The future of work is here, and it's called WorkShift. We match businesses with pre-screened, ready-to-go workers and handle payroll and compliance for you. Need more help today? Less tomorrow? With WorkShift, your workforce scales as quickly as your business does. Visit WorkShift.com to discover the future of work. WorkShift, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Great play by Grady Kelly with help from Jordan Hall and Wayne Matthews to stop Penn State on 4th and 1. And now the Spartans have it just outside their own 41. Up to the line of scrimmage, Elijah Toliver had a 57-yard run for a touchdown on the first snap of the ball game. Is back in at running back.
Yeah, George, I want to see the Spartans capitalize on this momentum that the defense gave them. I want to see them put Alessio on the move and throw the ball downfield. Make this Penn State secondary test them a little bit.
Omari Kelly and Nick Marsh, wide side of the right. Shotgun snap back to Milivojevic. He's being pressured. Throws it short. Catch is made by Elijah Toliver. And he's out to the 46-yard line. Man, Milivojevic unloaded that just in time. Give him credit for keeping his cool. It looked like he was going down any second.
Yeah,
Second down and 6.
Good job. Good patience by Alessio on waiting for the screen pass, waiting for it to develop and hanging in there.
Now Kelly and Marsh are wide side left. Quick throw. Caught by Nick Marsh at the 50. Turns back and he's knocked back to the 49-yard line. Darius Dixon, true freshman corner from Paris, California, made the tackle. Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, that was a good tackle by Dixon, because if he would have missed that one, Nick Marsh would have had a lot of room to run.
3rd and 3. Spartans at their 49. Milivojevic takes the snap. Flush out to his right. He'll throw on the run. It is caught on the run. Down the right sidelines by Elijah Toliver, and he's out of bounds at the 19-yard line on the near right sideline. Zion Tracy, the nickelback, makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's when Alessio's at his best, when he's on the move. I know the pressure was what forced him off his spot out of the pocket, but when he's on the move and has the opportunity to run or pass, he can unload and be a better quarterback with that way. It fits his skill set a lot better.
32 yards on the play. 1st and 10 Spartans at the 19-yard line of Penn State. Toliver starts to his right, cuts back to his left. Elijah Toliver's at the 10 and grabbed and pulled down at the 9. It's 1st and goal, MSU. Keon Wiley from Philadelphia, PA, made the stop. Great block on the play by Omari Kelly.
Yeah, excellent block by Omari Kelly. Courtney Hawkins, the wide receivers coach, talks to his guys about blocking downfield. No blocky, no rocky, he likes to say.
Frazier's in at running back. 1st and goal at the 9. Milivojevic under center. Now he will check off at the line of scrimmage. Works the signals. Hands to Frazier. Mackay won't get out of the backfield. Dropped for a loss back at the 10. There was nowhere for Mekhi Frazier to run. Keon Wiley made the tackle again from Imhotep Charter High School in Philadelphia, PA. Lost a half a yard.
This is where you see Michigan State. They operate very well in the red zone. They're 91% operating in the red zone with 8 field goals and 22 touchdowns so far this season.
Tullis is the running back. Second and goal, just inside the 10. Milivojevic hit as he throws, but it's caught. Caught by Michael Masunis inside the 5, angling to his right. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Knocked out by King Mack. So it's third and goal at the 4-yard line of Penn State. 9:55 to play in the half.
Once again, a good job by Alessio standing in the pocket. He took a big hit as he released that football, and good job of getting the ball to his tight end, Michael Masunis.
Alessio 6'2" and 218, strong enough to take that hit. It's third and goal. Spartans at the 4 of Penn State. They're operating at the right hash mark. And Michigan State will take a timeout here before this big play.
State, first of the half.
When you shop Meijer, fans, you help support hundreds of local teams across the Midwest. From big league stadiums like this to the neighborhood ball field. Learn more at Meijer.com/community. Big call for the Spartans. They'll talk it over. They have it third and goal at the Penn State 4.
What I wouldn't mind seeing on this is, just throwing a one-on-one ball with Nick Marsh and, throw it up there and say, hey, my guy's better than your guy. He's going to out-rebound you for this football. That's what I would love to see if they could get out here and they're playing Nick one-on-one in that coverage. I think that's something you have to think about.
They're in the huddle right now. Jack Velding breaks out tight on the right. Wide left, Marsh. Rodney Bullard. And Omari Kelly in the diamond formation. Now Kelly starts in motion right. Milivojevic wants to throw. Now he'll have to run, and he'll get nowhere. Dropped at the 6-yard line by Keon Wiley. So he lost 2. And it's fourth down. They'll leave it up to Martin Connington. He'd love to make this and take the weight of the world off his shoulders after what happened at Minnesota.
Yeah, absolutely. And he had 2 weeks he had to sit on and think about that.
This will be a 26-yard attempt. It's down, it's up, a lot of legs, and it's good. Michigan State takes the lead with 8:40 to play here in the first half at Spartan Stadium in East Lansing. The Spartans 10, Penn State 7. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare. You are listening to MSU Football.
Good helps keep people safe. Good keeps watch. Good cares for people, feeds people, and keeps things running. We're MDOC, and Good works here. Come join us. We offer great pay and benefits, paid training, and we have immediate openings for corrections officers, healthcare and mental health professionals, food service staff, and more. Go to michigan.gov/MDOC jobs to learn more.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
Here you go, go!
Run, James!
No, first base!
Go, go, go! Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random +1.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Blue Cross is ready to help with physical health, mental health, and everything in between. Learn more at bcbsm.com. 52 yards and 8 plays for the Spartans. They burned up 4 minutes, 47 seconds. Settled for a 26-yard field goal from Martin Connington. And now Penn State will get the football with 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first half. King Mack and Singleton deep for Penn State. It's a touchback anyway. So the Spartan defense will be called upon to make some plays and protect a 10-7 lead here with 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the first half. There is plenty of sunshine here, breaking through the clouds.
Yeah, so far the Spartan defense have been doing a really good job of trying to contain the run game of Penn State. Let's see if they can continue that throughout this drive coming up.
With the touchback, the ball's at the 25-yard line of Penn State. Right hash. Runkemeyer with a play fake, steps back in the pocket, wants to throw deep middle. He's got a man open. Catch is made over the shoulder by Devontae Ross, and Ross is into the end zone untouched. A 75-yard bomb from Grunkemeyer to Devontae Ross for a Penn State score.
Yeah, safety of Marion Smith got beat on that play. That he let the receiver go clear across his face on that seam route coming out there. And those are things that you have to, if you're the safety, the deepest of the deep, you have to be back there. You can't get your face crossed.
It did happen. It's now 13-10. One after try for Ryan Barker. It's up, and it's good. Just like that, Penn State has a 14-10 lead with 8.5 to play in the half.
We'll see what kind of answer the Spartan offense will have for this. And once again, going back to when Alessio is at his best is when he's on the move. The last drive that they scored the field goal, he was 4 for 4 for 44 yards, and all those passes came when he was moved off his spot or it was a designed sprint out. Before that, he was 1 of 3 for 4 yards when he's standing in the pocket.
Let's go to Trey Mosley on the sideline.
Yeah, Jay, like you just mentioned, Alessio is great on the move. In that last drive, he showed a lot of composure in the pocket, even when Penn State brought some pressure. So he has to come out there and show that same confidence and move the ball down the field and respond after Penn State was able to get that big touchdown right there.
Spartans will wait to our left at the south goal line. Gabriel Wosu will kick off. Preshawn McCray near side at the goal line. Far side at the 5, Elijah Tau-Tolliver. And the boot lands about a yard in the end zone. They'll let it go. Touchback. Michigan State will put it in play at their 25-yard line.
I'm looking to see this Spartan offense come out with some confidence for this drive. Use your tight ends a little bit, and you know that's a quarterback's best friend. Your tight end coming out into the flats, those slide routes. Penn State's playing a zone defense. These receivers have to find the soft spot of the zone and sit in there and get open for the quarterback.
Kyle Tolliver's the running back. Milivojevic takes the snap, hands to Elijah, starts to his left, but there's absolutely no hole, and he is stopped cold at the line of scrimmage. Middle of the defense led by Ty Blanding, a sophomore from Bronx, New York, went to Christ the King High School. A lot of excellent basketball players from Christ the King in the Bronx.
That's what I was just going to say. Good basketball school there.
2nd and 10. Spartans at their 25. Milivojevic is under center. Tight end Jack Belling in motion right to left. A play fake. Stands in the pocket. Looking downfield. Nobody's open. Dumps it off in the right flat. It's Tao Tolliver, and Elijah Tao Tolliver scrambles for a yard or two. He was off balance when he made the catch. Never did really regain his balance. The ball's at the 26, a 1-yard gain, 3rd down 9. Omari Kelly runs out wide to the left with McCray. Nick Marsh set to the right about a yard or two. Jack Belling tight on the left standing. Snap back to Milivojevic. Good throw left side on the money for Kelly. Omari Kelly makes the catch at the 31 or 32, but that's not enough. Elliott Washington, cornerback from Venice, Florida, makes the stop. 6-yard gain. It's 4th down 3.
Yeah, Penn State brought some pressure there. Good job by Elijah Tolliver stepping up and picking up that blitz and giving an opportunity for LSU to get the ball downfield.
Trevor Pena deep for Penn State. Waits for the punt from Ryan Eckley at his 22-yard line to our right. Ready for the snaps. The movement by Penn State. But Ryan tries to get it away, and it's blocked at the line of scrimmage. Block made by Danny Dennis Sutton. And as the Spartan protection for Eckley breaks down, Penn State will take over. They pounce on the block kick at the 41-yard line of MSU. So Danny Dennis Sutton takes advantage of the Spartan protection on the punt by Eckley, gets part of the punt, and Penn State will take over in a moment. 6:09 till halftime. They lead 14-10 here at Spartan Stadium. This is the Spartan Media Network.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for one winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
Labatt and Game Day, the perfect combo for football, friends, and a little friendly fire.
Nice jersey. Guess they were out of adult sizes.
Labatt is the beer that's there for every good-natured jab, every ridiculous comeback, because with friends, roasting each other is just another way to say,
"You're an idiot, but I love you."
Labatt, brewed for the roast. Always enjoy responsibly.
Block punt. Spartans got a block on Ryan Eckley. Danny Dennis Sutton, 6'5", 265, defensive end, able to break through and get a hand on the punt. Penn State's recovered at the 41-yard line of Michigan State. We have 6:09 till halftime. Nittany Lions 14, the Spartans 10. Ethan Grunkemeyer under center or in the shotgun for the Nittany Lions. Let's see which it is on first down. He is in the shotgun. Nicholas Singleton off his right shoulder. Stacked receivers to the right. Tyron Hudson and Devontae Ross. Tight end to the left, Luke Reynolds. Snap back to Grunkemeyer. Hands off to Nicholas Singleton. He's pounded in the backfield, trying to run to his left, and Wayne Matthews was there to meet him. And he lost a yard. He was hit hard.
Yeah, he definitely was hit hard, but that play was made possible by the defensive line of getting pressure, pushing the Penn State offensive lineman back, and what that does is it makes the running back have to bounce the play, go east and west, and also from the backfield, the linebacker position, they can scrape and come in clean.
Pena and Hudson, wide side right for Penn State. Second down and 11. Another handoff up the middle this time for Singleton. Singleton drags Spartans inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. He'll be 3 yards away from a first down. Amorion Smith hung on long enough to pull him down. So they're 3rd and 3 at the Michigan State 34.
That big, powerful run by Singleton just put this ball in 4-down territory here for Penn State. So the Spartan defense, they're going to have to be stout. And stop and think and run first, but the secondary can't fall asleep in the back end, in case Penn State comes out and decide to want to throw the football.
Tyron Hudson, set left. Singleton's the running back. And on the handoff, Penn State will try the middle, and they'll be short. It was Singleton with the football, stopped at the 32-yard line by Isaac Smith and Grady Kelly. 4th and 1. Spartans have manned up a couple times in short yardage situations. Let's see what they can do here. 4:09 till halftime. 4th and 1 for Penn State at the 32-yard line of Michigan State. And the Spartans will take a timeout here to talk things over defensively. I like it. 4:03 to play in the half. They want to play this as perfectly as possible.
On a 4th down call, the Spartans took a timeout there to talk through everything, because what you have to do now is Penn State's been effective with the run game. They've been trying to run the football in between the tackles. Now you got to think about the quarterback's legs. You got to think a play action or a boot action where they put the tight end into the flats, a slide route, put him in the flats there. So all tentacles by the Spartans have to be up on this, and they have to play assignment football. They have to read their keys and trust their eyes.
4th and 1. Penn State at the Spartan 32. Nittany Lions break the huddle. Tyron Hudson set left. The running back is Katron Allen. Hand off to Allen. Looks like he may have gotten to the 31. It's going to be close. He did get to the 31. It's a first down. Malik Spencer made the tackle, but Allen picked up the first down. The senior from Norfolk, Virginia, who went to IMG Academy, pushes it to the 30-yard line of Michigan State. 3:36 to play in the half. It's 14-10, Nittany Lions. Out of the huddle they come. Ethan Grunkemeyer has Allen off his left shoulder, takes a shotgun snap, steps to his left, throws to his left. Catch is made by Katron Allen. Allen steps inside the 30 and is finally knocked down at the 25-yard line of Michigan State. Aiden West and Darius Snow team up to make the tackle.
There's some pad popping going on down there. You
there
can
is.
clearly hear it from all the way up here. It sounds and hits like that make you, I'm thankful I'm up here instead of down there.
Well, that was your kind of game now. That's when they take out the other guy and put in my broadcast partner. Ready to throw Ethan Grunkemeyer. Incomplete for Singleton on the left side. So it's third down now and 5. So do they give it to a J.U. Colcrick? You need 5. You might think about throwing the ball.
Yeah, the Spartans are going to have to communicate, watch crossing routes and pass routes off.
Singleton's the running back. Off the right shoulder of Ethan Grunkemeyer. Toss sweep to Singleton running to his right, and he is hit down short of a first down. Well short of a first down. Malik Spencer knocked him down at the 23-yard line. Needed the 20. So it's fourth down and 3. The kicker's been warming up on the sideline. Will they go for it or kick the field goal?
So far, it looks like their offense is out on the field. So far this game, Penn State interim head coach Terry Smith is calling it an aggressive game, going for it on a lot of fourth and short situations.
Here's the 2-minute timeout. They'll get a chance to talk it over. So will the Spartans. 2 minutes left in the first half. Penn State looking at 4th and 3 at the Michigan State 23. They lead 14-10. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
Nick Marsh at the 10-yard line of Maryland. Angles to the right pylon. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU.
The Spartan football team returns to Ford Field in Detroit to wrap up the regular season against the Maryland Terrapins. Make it a part of your Thanksgiving weekend on Saturday, November 29th. Tickets are on sale now. Go to Ticketmaster.com to order your tickets today.
The AC by Marriott Lansing Hotel is redefining your overnight experience in East Lansing. These brand new facilities opened in 2023 and bring an unmatched level of hospitality to visitors of Michigan State University. As part of the Red Cedar development, guests have walkable access to restaurants and a direct connection to campus. There's no other choice when it comes to overnight lodging here in Michigan's capital city, steps away from Spartan Stadium. Book now at achhotellansing.com.
Spartan fans, choose chill, celebrate responsibly. 21 does mean 21. Coors Light, choose chill. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. The Coors Light halftime show coming up in just a moment with Will Tiemann and Dalton Shetler. I want to remind you as well, the Abood Law Firm doesn't settle, it wins. Abood Law stands beside their clients in court to fight. Honestly, not just the best policy, it's the only policy at Abood Law. They are there to help you. At the half, our Trey Mosley will catch up with Coach Jonathan Smith. Coach Terry Smith, as we told you, last 12 as cornerbacks coach for Penn State, and the last 5 as associate head coach, taking over for Penn State after they made a coaching change. He has a decision to make. Does he go for it or take what looks like a pretty sure 3? Ethan Grunkemeyer in the game. They're going for it.
Yeah, big decision here. And also the Spartans have to think, fourth and 3, discipline. Don't get drawn off sides, because I could see Penn State coming in there and trying to use a hard count to get the Spartans to jump off sides and get a free first down. But so they have to stay disciplined. Spartans have to stay disciplined on this.
Pressure is on both squads. as the Nittany Lions break the huddle. Kyron Hudson set to the right. Katron Allen's the running back. Off to the left of Ethan Grunkemeyer. Snap back to Grunkemeyer. Pressure, being chased to his right. Tries to throw on the run, and he's hit down. The Spartans sack him, and they'll take over with 1:52 to play in the half. Grady Kelly made the play.
The new dad, Grady Kelly, coming in there making the play. A terrific job again by the secondary. That was all a coverage sack on that play. The secondary, they plastered the receivers, didn't let them get open, especially when the quarterback ran out of the pocket. That scramble drill rule starts to come into play, but a good job by the secondary of plastering through the man.
Isaac Smith chased him away. Grady Kelly made the sack. Spartans take over at their 28-yard line. Milivojevic takes the snap. Tolliver to his right. Standing in that pocket. Now he'll run to his right. He's got a little daylight. Cuts back to the middle. Getting close to midfield. Hit down at the 44-yard line. 16 yards on the play. Hurry up offense for the Spartans. 1st and 10 at their 44. Now Tolliver, the running back. Milivojevic throws short. Tolliver with the catch at the 48-yard line. Amari Campbell makes the tackle for Penn State. 2nd down and 6. Spartans right back at it. Matt Gulbin over the football. Snaps it back to Milivojevic. Alessio angles to his right, throws that way over the head of Nick Marsh at the 40-yard line on the near right sideline. Let's go to Trey Mosley on the sideline.
Yeah, Alessio, that was a great job of him scrambling and utilizing the running back pump fake to make sure that he had more room to get up the field. But going back to that 4th down stop, Jordan Hall did a great job communicating to the secondary to make sure that everyone got in position, which allowed the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, good stuff for the Spartan defense so far in this first half. 3rd and 6 for the Spartans at their 48-yard line. They trail 14-10. Less than a minute to play in the second half. Or less than 2. Milivojevic throwing way downfield is over the head of his intended receiver at the 20-yard line. That was Nick Marsh. 1:05 till halftime. It's 14-10 Penn State. It's now 4th down and 7. Minute and 5 to play in the half. You got to punt the ball. Trevor Pena is deep for the Nittany Lions, back inside the 10-yard line to our right. Ryan Eckley will wait for the snap from Jack Wills, freshman from Hudsonville, Michigan. Back it comes to Eckley, and he'll pound this one. Hanging in the sky and falling down around the 10-yard line. At the 11-yard line, Trevor Pena ran out to the 20, pretending he was going to make the catch there, but the ball was well over his head. A 41-yard punt. Nice job by Ryan Eckley dropping that ball deep. Penn State with the football, 54 seconds to play in the half, and they're back at their own 11-yard line. Just shy of the 11.
Penn State they're going to try to do maybe possibly a 2-minute drill here. The biggest thing on the 2-minute drill, you always want to start with a positive play. So be aware for screens or maybe a draw play to see if you can break one open and get into your hurry up offense.
Singleton's the running back to the left of Grunkemeyer. Grunkemeyer throws right though. Catch made by Pena, his favorite receiver, and Pena is hit down by Khalil Majid at the 9-yard line.
So now you're going to see Penn State just take their time and just try to get into the half there, because they did try that quick now pass to the wide receiver to see if you can get some positive yards, get down the field, and then that dictates how you're going to go about the rest of the 2-minute drill.
2nd down and 11. The ball's at the 10-yard line of Penn State. 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds to play in the half. They don't have to snap it, and they won't. And that's it. The first half is in the books. Spartans played well enough to be right there with the Penn State Nittany Lions. Our halftime score, Penn State 14, Michigan State 10. Trey Mosley trying to get a microphone to head coach Jonathan Smith. I think we'd be happy the way his team played in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go to Trey with Coach Smith.
Coach, great dogfight from both teams here in the first half. What do you want to see, coming out in the first half, starting the ball on offense? What do you want to see the offense do to set the tempo?
Well, yeah, we got to take advantage of some good opportunities field position-wise. We stopped on the fourth down defensively. Holding them on a couple of fourth downs has been huge. At the same time, we give them a bust for a 75-yard touchdown. So we got plenty to clean up here at halftime.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you, gentlemen. At the half, Penn State 14, the Spartans 10 here at Spartan Stadium in East Lansing. Will and Dalton are next with a Coors Light halftime show. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Let us help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, plans include benefits for your whole health like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. There is no obligation to enroll. One of our licensed agents will answer your call and help you pick the right plan for you. Aetna Medicare is HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile. Thanks, Zoe.
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible boardings on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
And welcome back to Spartan Stadium and welcome into the Coors Light halftime report. At the break, it's Michigan State trailing Penn State 14-10. Let's now pause 10 seconds for network stations to identify themselves. Well, on the field right now, the Michigan State Marching Band, another great show for them. And on the sidelines is Trey. And what's your take on this? I mean, think about this. This is the first time this Big Ten season we didn't trail at the first quarter.
Yeah, it was definitely a dogfight, like I told Coach Smith, from both teams, just some give and take. I thought the defense played really well outside of that one big play that we gave up, which looked like some miscommunication on the back end. But we need the defense to continue to play like that, and the offense needs to pick it up. There have been some spurts where they were moving the ball well, but we have to be consistent. We can't do 4 steps forward, 2 steps back. And then special teams, that's always the hidden yardage. You can never slip up on special teams because those are the plays that ultimately will win and lose you a football game.
Real quick, what happened on that blown coverage where they got that easy 7?
I think it was just a lack of communication. Usually when there is a audible on defense, you have guys echo the call to make sure that they're on the same page. And I don't think the echo got back to the DBs. So when that happens, that's usually when you see receivers running freely on the back end.
Well, I hope you have a final good 30 there, Trey.
All right, thanks, Will. Appreciate it.
Trey Mosley, our guy on the sideline. Well, we're at the halftime break here in the Coors Light halftime show. It is Michigan State trailing Penn State 14-10. Back with more in a moment right here on the Spartan Media Network.
Spartan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes these moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer of Michigan State Athletics. So crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You love the thrill of the game, but not from the sidelines. As the official orthopedic and sports medicine partner of Michigan State Athletics, McLaren Orthopedics and Sports Medicine can help you get back in action. Our team of experts specialize in the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of sport injuries. Whether you're swinging a bat, shooting hoops, or running the trails, we make you feel like a pro at any age. Learn more at McLaren.org.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No, first base!
Go, go, go! Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
And welcome back for more of the Coors Light halftime show. And it's Michigan State trailing Penn State at the break 14-10. Don't forget today's halftime show is presented by Coors Light. Choose chill. And also Rocket is helping more Americans own more of America. Join the journey that starts at rocketmortgage.com. Rocket, own the dream. Well, Dawn is now hanging out with one of the great friends of this radio network.
That's absolutely right. President and CEO of the MSU Federal Credit Union, April Klobus. April, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. And let's go ahead and jump into this.
All right, I'm ready.
MSU FCU and Michigan State Athletics have had a partnership for a long, long time. What does this partnership mean to MSU FCU?
Oh, so much. So yes, we've been partners, we've been in business for 88 years, created by the university. But our partnership with athletics is, maybe 15, 20 years now. And really what it means for us is an opportunity to express our partnership and excitement for the university and athletics and support the athletes and the students and help them be financially successful.
Well, and that's another thing too, is MSU FCU keeps finding unique and beneficial ways to give to its members. How are you helping Spartans get rewarded?
Oh man, we do this all the time. So we're a university credit union. So we start with education and we teach you about good money management and what that means, from credit report to understanding to first time home buying. But right now we have a really unique product that no one else has in the state of Michigan. It's called Cashback Plus. You can, with your everyday spending on your debit card, earn cash rewards. So if you go shopping at Meijer, DoorDash, Amazon, all those purchases will get you a percentage of cash back. Varies by merchant, but it is immediate and right back in your account every day.
Well, that's spectacular. But beyond just your own members, MSU FCU has a reputation of helping the community as well. And what are the ways that you really give back to the community?
Well, we partner in a variety of nonprofits throughout the communities where we have branches. So we are not just in East Lansing, we are throughout the state of Michigan and in Chicago, Illinois region. And for us, that means supporting food banks, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Ellie's Place, you name the different organizations that we're all very familiar with. But our philosophy is together, if we all give back to the community where we live, that means that everyone is successful and all boats rise is what we're working for. And to have a more successful community, it means people have more agency over their own finances, and that's really important to us.
I was going to say, so the listeners so far have learned how they're getting more money in their pockets by being with MSU FCU, the ways that you're helping the community. What are some of the other things, as we sign off on this, that you want listeners to know about MSU FCU today?
Oh, so many things. I'll try to be real quick. That MSU FCU is, an over $8 billion institution. We have 400,000 members that we serve nationwide. And we were created by MSU to help the MSU community have access to better financial products that are priced for you, help you with more money. And because of that, all of our products and services have MSU themes, right? So you can carry an MSU plastic, credit card and show your Spartan spirit. And because of the people that do business with us, it allows us to give more back to MSU, where we're all proud to be, associated in an alma mater of ours. And that's real important.
Allows you to carry the only colors in your wallet.
You got
That's exciting.
You got to be able to check into your hotel and have somebody checking you in say, "Go green, I went to MSU."
There you go. Go white right back.
Right, and that's what happens when you carry our card, is people identify as a Spartan with you.
April Klobus, CEO, president of MSU FCU. Thank you so much for the time and thanks for the support.
Appreciate it.
By the way, great line. All boats rise. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
I feel like I'm not the only person who says that,
But I like it.
Do you like it?
Still
I
good.
like it.
Still
There you
good.
go.
All boats rise.
All
That's
boats
the life
rise.
goal.
Thank
Okay?
you. Thank
All
you,
right.
April.
Thanks, Will. Good to see you all.
Well, we're at halftime here. It is a 14-10 game. Penn State's leading MSU as the band on the field is saluting the military in this one. Back with more in a moment, right here on the Spartan Media Network.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
It's game time, and the Spartans are ready to take care of business on the field. If you're looking to do the same, the lending experts at Greenstone Farm Credit Services can help. Greenstone specializes in financing wide open spaces, from homes on rolling acres to pole barns and hobby farms. This season, enjoy the home field advantage and contact one of Greenstone's 30 Michigan locations, or visit greenstonefcs.com to get your loan started. Greenstone Farm Credit Services. We finance Spartan country. Greenstone is an equal housing lender.
Ohana means family. At Ohana Sushi and Bar, they treat you like family and keep prices low for everyone while bringing quality farm, fresh, and locally sourced ingredients to the table. Ohana is family-owned and locally invested. Enjoy the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi buffet in town during lunch for only $18.95. Don't forget about Ohana's unbeatable drink specials, too. Everything is cooked to order and brought fresh to your table. Ohana, the only all-you-can-eat sushi and Japanese hibachi in Lansing. On West Saginaw, or visit ohanasushibar.com.
And welcome back to East Lansing, and welcome back to more of the Coors Light halftime report. At the break, it's Michigan State 10 and Penn State's got 14. Well, let's now check out some of the scores from around the country, brought to you by Fly Lansing. In a Friday game in Eugene, Oregon, 42, Minnesota 13. The Ducks ranked 8th and on the land are now 6-1 in Big Ten play. Minnesota, by the way, 6-4 in this season. In-games final today. An historic day in Bloomington. Second-ranked Indiana, 31, Wisconsin, 7. And for the first time in school history, they won 11 straight games, including the first 11 ever to start a season. And by the way, the Badgers had a one-game winning streak snap. They now dropped to 3-6, 1-5 in conference play. And on the final play of the game, Michigan hits for a field goal. They beat Northwestern at Wrigley Field 24-22. And so, as we look at people with bye weeks, Nebraska and Rutgers will not be playing. And we have some other games in progress, and we'll get to those in a minute. So now let's take a moment to look at some of the stats brought to you by State Farm. Thank you, State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, Dalton.
Let's start off with Michigan State. And right now, I mean, the first 30 minutes were kind of owned by Elijah Tolliver for the green and white. 4 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown with a run of 57 yards. He's also the leading receiver with 4 receptions for 41 yards on just 4 targets in the first half. Alessio Milivojevic passing-wise, 8 for 12 for 59 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. Receiving outside of Elijah, Michael Masunas has a catch for 5 yards, and also Omari Kelly with 2 catches for 10 yards in the first half. Ethan Grunkemeyer for Penn State is 7 of 11 passing for 123 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Katron Allen, 10 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown. Nicholas Singleton, 10 rushes for 24 yards for Penn State as well. Total yards, Penn State 181 in the first half, Michigan State 149. Penn State owned the Battle of the Skies, 123 yards through the air. Michigan State just 59, but the Spartans controlled the war on the ground, 90 yards rushing. Penn State just 58. But the big one, Will, Penn State 18 and a half minutes of time of possession. Michigan State just 11 and a half.
Where'd you score every first play?
It kind of hurts the time of possession,
yeah,
but it works though, right?
It does work a little bit. By the way, rounding out some of those scores, we have 3 halftime scores. Illinois leading Maryland 14-6. Iowa at USC leading 21-10. And, of course, we have this game here at the break. Penn State 14, Michigan State 10. We have 2 other games to be played. Purdue is at Washington, and UCLA is in Columbus to take on the number 1 ranked Buckeyes. Well, when we come back, we'll take a peek at some of these highlights. But first, we're going to take a break here on the Coors Light Halftime Report. Right here on the Spartan Media Network.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Hello?
Where are you? The party started an hour ago.
I got, delayed.
Wait, are you at the casino again?
Casino? No, not at all.
If gambling is getting in the way of your priorities, self-exclusion from the Detroit casinos might be for you. Learn more at don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back for more of the Coors Light Halftime Show. And Dalton, there were highlights.
There most certainly were. Matter of fact, right from the get-go, the green and white put up a touchdown. Elijah Tolliver, a 57-yard scamper for a Spartan score. This is what it sounded like.
As Elijah Tolliver, the senior, on senior day, off to his left, hands to him. Turns to a big hole at right tackle. Heading down the right side, and it's a 20, it's a 15, it's a 10. To the right pylon, into the end zone. Touchdown, MSU on play number 1.
You can't really start it much better than that, Will.
You know, the last time I remember a play like that, Walker at Northwestern.
Oh, yeah.
His very first carry, I think, is a Spartan gone.
That's right.
Things to come. Okay, let's now go by the numbers with the MSU Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of Spartan Athletics. What do you got?
I think for the number, let's take a look at the number 0, because Michigan State in the first half had 0 penalties against Penn State here. Penalties have been a bit of an issue for the Spartans throughout the last couple of weeks, so 0 penalties in 30 minutes. That's a pretty good sign for the green and white.
Okay, if we get a bunch of penalties, I'm blaming you.
Hey, I'm knocking on wood, so I did my part to prevent the curse.
So there you go. Well, that is a wrap for our Coors Light halftime report. 14-10 is the score. Penn State leading Michigan State. And we'll be back with our final 2 quarters of this one with George and the gang in just a moment as you're listening to MSU Football.
Ohana keeps prices low for the whole family while still bringing quality, farm-fresh, locally sourced ingredients to the table. At Ohana Sushi and Hibachi Bar, you are treated like family because Ohana means family. And your family can enjoy the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi bar around during lunch for only $18.95. Everything is cooked to order and fresh, and get select $5 cocktails during happy hour, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Ohana, the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi in Lansing on West Saginaw. Online at ohanasushibar.com.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
Back live at Spartan Stadium. It's Penn State 14, Michigan State 10. Tight first half. Spartans outgained them on the ground, 90-58. Penn State with the lead upstairs, 123-59. How is our quarterback done? Just fine, thank you. Milivojevic, 8 for 12, 59 yards, sacked once, and a 32-yarder. Runkemeyer for Penn State, 7 for 11 for 123. He's been sacked once. Krishan McCray and Tao Tolliver deep for Michigan State. McCray at the goal line, far side. Tao Tolliver at the 5-yard line, near side. Nittany Lions will kick off. It's Gabriel Wosu, a senior from Deerwood, Maryland. Ball blows off the tee. If it blows off again, they may make him hold it. Gusty wind here in East Lansing. Darkening skies. Should be a very exciting second half. Down it goes. They may have to hold it now. Quarterback Ethan Grunkemeyer will hold it. Probably another 17. It's Kenny Woolsley Jr., redshirt freshman nickelback out of Philadelphia. He and Grunkemeyer both wear 17. Wosu with the run-up and the kick. Fair catch called for at the goal line across the way by Krishan McCray. Let's see what the Spartans can do, JU, offensively to kickstart maybe this second half.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something to kickstart the second half. I want to see them. The first half, they try to establish the run game. And they had that one big explosive play in the run game, but they need to move Alessio around a little bit with the sprint out protection. And I also want to see them try to attack this Penn State secondary deep downfield with receivers like Nick Marsh and Omari Kelly.
The touchback brings it out to the 25-yard line. Alessio Milivojevic been at the controls all game long. Tao Tolliver's the running back. Milivojevic under center, first and center at the 25. He starts Omari Kelly in motion, right to left, hands him the ball along the way. And Omari Kelly burst out to the 35-yard line. Dominic DeLuca made the tackle. 9 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Ball at the 34. I like that creative start to the second half. Milivojevic has Tauteller off his left shoulder. Shotgun snap. Throw over the middle. Caught by Michael Masunas. Michael Masunas out with a first down to the 48-yard line. Dominic DeLuca dragged him down. 14-yard gain.
Good protection by the Spartan offensive line for Alessio on that. And a good job. Penn State's their first half, they're stuck with the zone defense. So far, they've continued with that zone defense. Good job by tight end Michael Masunas is finding that soft spot in the zone and sitting in there.
Brandon Tellis is checked in at running back. Milivojevic checks off at the line of scrimmage. Hands to Tellis, off right guard, good block. And he plows ahead into Penn State territory to the 46-yard line. Knocked down there by Zion Tracy. Great block from Michael Masunas.
Terrific job by the offensive line of opening that hole for Tullis to be able to pick up 6 yards.
6 down gain, 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line of Penn State. Alessio's under center. Play fake, steps back in the pocket. Wants to throw it deep, way downfield for Nick Marsh. He's covered inside the 10 by Darius Dixon. That's a true freshman from Mater Dei High around Los Angeles. Sticking close to Nick Marsh. So it's now 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I think that last pass, the wind had some play in there because the ball seemed to have died in the air there.
3rd and 4 Spartans at the 46-yard line of Penn State. Makai Frazier's the running back. Milivojevic in the shotgun. Hands off to Frazier, and he is caught in the backfield. Zachy Wheatley, the strong safety, makes the tackle at the 50, and the Spartans will have to punt. Now, Ryan Eckley can place that ball often right where he wants to. He has 6 punts inside the 10-yard line, averaging almost 50 yards a punt. He has dropped 12 punts inside the 20, but he also had 1 blocked in the first half. Gets this one away, hangs up there, fair catch called for and made inside the 10 at the 9-yard line by Trevor Pena. So the Spartans gain a little yardage and then have to punt, but they do pin Penn State back at their 9-yard line. We'll take a break. Penn State leads by 4, 14-10, 12-19 to play third quarter. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery. Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play. You could win prizes up to $500,000.
Lions victory.
The new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Let us help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, plans include benefits for your whole health like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. There is no obligation to enroll. One of our licensed agents will answer your call and help you pick the right plan for you. Aetna Medicare is HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our D-SNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo.
This unique experience includes a private dinner for one winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Ohana means family. At Ohana Sushi and Bar, they treat you like family and keep prices low for everyone while bringing quality farm fresh and locally sourced ingredients to the table. Ohana is family owned and locally invested. Enjoy the only all-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi buffet in town during lunch for only $18.95. Don't forget about Ohana's unbeatable drink specials too. Everything is cooked to order and brought fresh to your table. Ohana, the only all-you-can-eat sushi and Japanese hibachi in Lansing, on West Saginaw, or visit ohanasushibar.com.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with Hall of Fame basketball coach Tom Izzo. For details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, a proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics. Penn State pinned back to their 9-yard line. They'll put it in play there. We have 12:19 to play in the third. Katron Allen is the running back. Ethan Grunkemeyer is in the shotgun. Allen off his left shoulder. Hands to Allen, tries the middle, gets 1 or 2, now fights for a little bit more. He's past the 12, but short of the 13-yard line. Stood up by Alex Van Sumeren, who's been a rock in the middle of that defensive line all season long. The junior from Bay City Garber, who is 6'3" and 295.
Yeah, Alex Van Sumeren has been a rock for this Spartan defense all season long, and he continues to make plays week in and week out, and that's no difference from what he's doing tonight.
2nd and 6 for Penn State. The ball's at the 13-yard line. Grunkemeyer has Allen with him in the shotgun. Hands to Allen, and behind good blocking, fights his way out close to the 20-yard line. That is a first down. That was just a fist fight. Alex Van Sumeren and Jordan Hall able to make the tackle, but he had a lot of help for that offensive line of his. 1st and 10, Penn State at their 20-yard line. Tyron Hudson, wide side left. Tyseer Denmark set to the right. They hand the ball off to Katron Allen. He's going to be shot down in the backfield by Jalen Thompson. Got him for about a 1-yard loss.
That's a really nice job of Jalen Thompson of setting the edge and keeping his outside arm free where he can continue to push the running back lateral instead of going north and south.
2nd down, a long 10 for Penn State. 4 wideouts. Katron Allen stays in the backfield in the shotgun with Grunkemeyer. Play fake to Allen. Pass over the middle. Incomplete. Tried to hit Luke Reynolds. His 6'5" tight end busted up by Wayne Matthews. Greg Schultz is our statistician. Ira Gabin's our spotter. We got a football game for you. Glad to have you with us from Spartan Stadium. It's 3rd down and 10 for Penn State at their 20-yard line.
An obvious pass situation coming up here. The DNA of defensive coordinator Joe Rossi is he's going to send some external pressure most of the time and try to plaster the receivers with man coverage on the outside.
3 wideouts to the right. One of them, Tyron Hudson, starts in motion left. Grunkemeyer looking downfield, nowhere to throw it, and he's going to be sacked. He is plowed down. Quindarius Dunnigan, David Santiago, and Jalen Thompson. A 3-time knockdown of Ethan Grunkemeyer.
And again, another terrific job by the Spartans secondary. The Spartans only brought the defensive linemen, they pressured with 4 guys, and they were able to get home because of the coverage from the back end from the Spartan defensive backs.
4th and 16, back at the 14 now. Omari Kelly watches the punt sail over his head, fields it back at the 20, starts to his right, and he's tackled. That was very, very dangerous back there, but hats off to Omari Kelly. The punt was stronger than he thought it was going to be. Way over his head. He went back, got it on the bounce, and the Spartans hold on to the ball. They'll put it in play in just a moment offensively after a 68-yard punt by Gabriel Wosu. Our score, Nittany Lions of Penn State 14, the Spartans 10. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
Sports betting can be fun, just like football. There's excitement, winning. But imagine that sports betting is a 300-pound lineman coming straight at you. For tips that will help keep you on your feet, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Want some serious entertainment packed full of serious excitement? Are you ready to wine and dine with some serious food and drinks and experience some seriously luxurious game-changing accommodations, all while you do some serious unwinding at your favorite playgrounds? You're in luck. Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, Leelanau Sands Casino and Lodge, Crystal Shores Casino, and Grand Traverse Resort and Spa are inviting you to stop by for some serious fun.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like wanting a psychic that helps you, but getting one that just ruins surprises.
I see. Your friend's throwing you a surprise party.
Well, that's ruined.
I see. The end of your favorite show. Madison stays with Braden.
Can I get a refund?
I don't see that.
You wouldn't settle for just any psychic, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Season-long 68-yard punt by 297-pound Gabriel Wosu, Penn State punter. Pushed Omari Kelly back to about the 21-yard line, or 22, before he puts it in play. Milivojevic on first down. Play fakes, and then hands to Tao Tolliver. Out to the 25. Amari Campbell made the stop. 2nd down and 7. Almost on schedule.
I would like to see Tal Tolliver just stick a foot and go north and south on that play.
2nd down and 7 at the 25. Tao Tolliver off the left shoulder of Milivojevic. Alessio throws. He's hit as he throws, and it's going to come up short of his intended target. Nick Marsh at the 30. Zachy Wheatley pressured Milivojevic on a strong safety blitz. 3rd down and 7, Spartans at their 25-yard line. Now Tolliver off the right shoulder of Milivojevic. Alessio has time to throw. It's over the middle. It's high. In and out of the fingertips of Nick Marsh at about the 40-yard line. That was dangerous. Could have been picked. It wasn't, and the Spartans will punt.
Yeah, Penn State only came with three defenders on that play there, so they dropped a bunch of guys in coverage. Nick Marsh came across on the dig route, and Alessio just let that ball sailed on him just a little bit. He would have got that down a little bit. That's a ball that Nick Marsh catches 10 out of 10 times.
Trevor Pena deep for Penn State. Ryan Eckley with a boot, a big-time boot. Back goes Pena to the 17-yard line. Starts to his left, and he won't go anywhere. He is spun down at the 17. Great coverage by the Spartan special team members. 58-yard punt. Keyshawn Williams and Avion Gross made the tackle. We'll take a break. We have 8:27 to play in the third quarter. It's Penn State 14, the Spartans 10. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Meet, greet, and compete in Michigan's capital city. The Lansing Sports Commission is dedicated to helping you host your next athletic tournament or event in Greater Lansing. Our free services include everything from event development and tournament planning to promotions and recruiting volunteers. No matter the sport, the LSC can make your next event your best event. Plan on something greater. Find details at lansingsports.org.
Do you have questions about Medicare? Let us help. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans that include prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, plans include benefits for your whole health like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-888-76-AETNA to learn more. There is no obligation to enroll. One of our licensed agents will answer your call and help you pick the right plan for you. Aetna Medicare is HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our DSNPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
About midway through the third quarter here in East Lansing, Penn State 14, the Spartans 10. When you shop Meijer, fans, you help support hundreds of local teams across the Midwest. From big league stadiums to the neighborhood ball field, learn more at Meijer.com/community. Penn State's football at the 17-yard line. That's where Pena caught it, and that's where he was knocked down.
Take away that big strike from Penn State, that 75-yard touchdown pass. This Spartan defense has been playing really well throughout the game so far. I need the offense to come to the party, and so they can have an opportunity to rest on the sidelines a little bit.
Singleton's on it, running back for Penn State. Grunkemeyer in the shotgun. Play fakes to Singleton, looking left all the way. Nothing there. He'll run to his right and dives out beyond the 20 to about the 22-yard line. That's a 5-yard pickup. That's 2nd and 5. Clock shows 8 minutes to play in the third. Penn State 14, the Spartans 10. Second and 5 for Penn State at their 22-yard line. Grunkenmeyer's in the shotgun. Hands the ball off to Katron Allen. Allen still on his feet. He started to his left, cut back to his right. He's beyond the 30, out to the 34-yard line. He was just tough to tackle.
Yeah, he kept his legs moving on the play, kept spinning, and his offensive line, gave him the nice push that he needed to pick up that first down.
We have a Spartan down. Now he's up and on his feet. It's Jalen Satchel. The 293-pounder will make his way on his own to the near Spartan sideline. First down, Penn State. on the nice run by Katron Allen. Penn State with two wideouts, wide side left. Singleton's the running back. Off the left shoulder of Grunkemeyer. Toss sweep that way to Singleton. He's got blockers. He's out near midfield. The Spartans were there, but those blockers took care of him. He's out to the 48. Malcolm Bell finally made the tackle. 14-yard pickup. Penn State is now officially on the move on the ground.
Yeah, the Nittany Lions do a nice job of that toss sweep outside. What that does, it gets your offensive linemen the momentum of going downhill all in unison, and that's tough for a defensive line to withstand throughout the game.
Katron Allen, 14 carries for 73 yards. First down and 10, Penn State at their 48. Tight end in motion. On the ground they go with Singleton to the 46 or 47-yard line of Michigan State. Raekwon Buckley made the tackle, 5-yard pickup.
These Penn State running backs do a nice job of keeping their legs moving. So the Spartans have to go in and they have to start tackling low, do some sweep tackles, or get there, wrap the legs up, and wait for their teammates to come and finish off the tackle.
And these running backs aren't just guys. These are guys who could start most anywhere in the country. Second down 5. Katron Allen's back. Grunkemeyer hands to Katron Allen. This time the Spartans ready for him. He gets a yard, that's all, to the 46-yard line of Michigan State. Swarmed by the middle of the Michigan State defense, led by Alex Van Sumeren and Jalen Satchel, who's back on the field. Third down and 4.
Big third down coming up. Last third down, when Penn State threw the ball, we saw the Spartans bluff of blitz, and they dropped back into coverage. Let's see what they do this time. Do they send pressure, or do they continue to drop back in coverage and hope that they can get home with the defensive linemen?
Third and 4 for him at the 46-yard line. Delayed handoff. And Katron Allen's not going anywhere. Got maybe a half a yard to the 45 of Michigan State. Jordan Hall made a nice tackle. Jalen Thompson and Wayne Matthews were there as well. It's 4th and 3. And America's largest punter, Gabriel Wosu, at 6'6" and 297, will come on to punt. Omari Kelly deep for the Spartans, back at the 10-yard line. Bounces over his head and rolls inside the 5 to the 4. That's where Michigan State will put it in play with 4:02 to play in the third. They're right there. Penn State 14, the Spartans 10. We'll take a break with just over 4 to play in the third. This Spartan football broadcast is presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
The AC by Marriott Lansing Hotel is redefining your overnight experience in East Lansing. These brand new facilities opened in 2023 and bring an unmatched level of hospitality to visitors of Michigan State University. As part of the Red Cedar development, guests have walkable access to restaurants and a direct connection to campus. There's no other choice when it comes to overnight lodging here in Michigan's capital city, steps away from Spartan Stadium. Book now at achhotellansing.com.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. It starts with our team and people like you. University of Michigan Health Sparrow is hiring for a wide variety of roles at all experience levels. Unlock your potential and discover a fulfilling career at one of our award-winning hospitals and health centers. We make a difference every day, together. Join us at careers.ufmhealthsparrow.org.
Every day is game day with the Michigan Lottery. Choose your favorite way to play with the Detroit Lions instant game, fast cash, pull tab, and online game with chances to win up to $500,000. Rocket is helping more Americans own more of America. Your journey home starts at rocketmortgage.com. Rocket, own the dream. The cooler weather right around the corner here in Michigan. My favorite men's store, the Claymore Shop in Birmingham, will help keep you warm but still stylish with all the fall and winter fashions. Wool sport coats and sweaters and warm weatherproof outerwear ready for you at the Claymore Shop on Adams in Birmingham. A great place really to start your early Christmas shopping. Tell you this crowd, and it's a solid crowd, not a great crowd, but the Spartan fans here making a lot of noise, hanging with the team, and you can tell they're proud of the way the Spartans are playing.
Yeah, they definitely are, and they're trying to do their part to try to will this Spartan team, to get some momentum going, to get a win this game here. But the Spartan offense have to be able to put together some type of drive right now. They can't keep putting their defense in a position to go out there every single time, and that tires out a defense, and that's when you see missed tackles and miscommunications in the back end. But this is an important drive for the Spartan offense. They have to get something going.
1st and 10 at their 4-yard line. They'd love to get out of the shadow of their own goalposts. Alessio Milivojevic in the shotgun. Makai Frazier to his right. Hands to Makai. Starts up the middle. Broke through a bunch of tacklers and got out beyond the 10 to the 13-yard line. That's important. Get out of harm's way. King Mack made the stop. 2nd down 1, a 9-yard run by Makai Frazier.
That was an excellent run by Frazier. The reason that it was really good is because he put his head down and went north and south.
Under center, Alessio Milivojevic. 2nd and 1. Hands to Frazier off right tackle. And he's got a 1st down out to the 16-yard line. Let's go to Trey Mosley on the sideline.
So it will be a very good idea to rely on the run game right now if we can, because this wind has really picked up down here in Spartan Stadium compared to the first half. And that's, if you look at the passes where Alessio was off target, the wind had a huge part in that. Even earlier when he tried to hit Nick Marsh, he put too much on it trying to get it through the wind.
Thank you, Trey. 1st and 10, Spartans at their 16-yard line. They're down 14-10, just under 3 to play in the 3rd in East Lansing. Milivojevic under center. Tight end Jack Belling in motion, left to right. Handoff to Makai Frazier running left. There's a big hole off left tackle. He's up beyond the 25 to the 27 or 28-yard line. Keon Wiley, outside linebacker from Philadelphia, makes the stop for Penn State.
Another terrific run and a great block by left guard Caleb Carter, going down there, opening things up for Makai Frazier to run through.
1st down and 10. Spartans at their 28-yard line. Milivojevic under center. Quick throw left side for Nick Marsh. Nick makes the catch, hit hard at the 30, and that's where they'll mark it. Aldavian Collins, the Mississippi State transfer from Covington, Georgia, made the tackle. He's their right cornerback and number 4 tackler.
I like the idea of just getting the ball out there. That's just like a long handoff, but it's still getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Tolliver's the running back. 2nd down and 8. Spartans at their 30. Alessio takes the shotgun snap, steps up, throws over the middle, and it's caught at the 40-yard line by Michael Masunas. He's got a 1st down. Michael is 6'5" and about 260. Great target. Good hands. Tough to tackle. Dejon Lane, the Jessup, Maryland free safety, hung on long enough to get him down.
Another terrific job by Michael Masunas of finding the soft spot in the zone defense that Penn State's playing.
1st and 10 at the 40. Brandon Tellis now the running back. Play fake to him. Alessio wanted to throw downfield, but he was blindsided and hit down back at the 30-yard line. Danny Dennis Sutton, who earlier blocked a punt, made a big play just now on Alessio Milivojevic. 7-yard loss.
Yeah, these types of play are just drive killers when you have good drive, good momentum going, and you give up a sack, for a huge loss, a loss of 7 on that. These are drive killers.
2nd and 17 now. 4 wideouts, no running backs, with Milivojevic in the shotgun. Now, Kyle Tolliver comes to his left shoulder. That's Brandon Tullis, rather. And there's a flag on the play. False start, I believe, on the Spartans.
Illegal snap. Number 51. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
That's the first Spartan penalty of the day. Comes with less than a minute to play in the third. Now it's 2nd and 22 with the Spartans at their 28. They're against the wind right now. And they'll let time run out here in the third. At the end of 3 in East Lansing, we got a nail-biter. Penn State 14, Michigan State 10. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, Spartan fans, Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. Show up to donate blood to help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition Michigan State tee and save lives. Go to big10.org/Abbott to get in the game. Let's go by the numbers now with the MSU Federal Credit Union. Credit union built by Spartans for Spartans. Here's JU.
Yeah, let's take a look at the quarterback comparison. Grunkemeyer for Penn State, 7 of 12 for 123 yards and 1 touchdown. Alessio Milivojevic for the Spartans, 11 of 18, 85 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. And then the total game comparison, total yards, Penn State 224 yards to the Spartans, 207 yards throughout the game so far.
Those numbers sound like it's a tight game, and it is.
It's an old-fashioned Big Ten football game.
Big Ten football in November. The weather may not feel like it, but this game on a grass field, green grass of home in East Lansing, certainly looks like it. Penn State leads 14-10.
You see a lot of
set to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you see a lot of fight and then excitement in this Michigan State team. If you look at the sideline right now, you would not feel like this is only a 3-win team here. They're trying to get this crowd into the game. They're trying to get each other into the game here, and it goes back on the coaches. They're the ones making these players believe in themselves and believe in the culture that they're developing here in East Lansing.
Teams getting back out onto the field. Beautiful scene here under the lights in East Lansing. Second down now and 22 for the Spartans. They're at their 28-yard line. Running back is Brandon Tullis. He's up to the left of Alessio Milivojevic. Snap back to Alessio. Pocket collapses, and he is down back at the 20. Danny Dennis Sutton, who hasn't been able to be blocked all day by the Spartans, gets another sack, a big sack. He has 2 of those and a blocked punt.
Yeah, that last play, that Penn State didn't really bring pressure. They just came with their traditional linemen coming down there. They were playing man coverage in the back, as you saw Brandon Tullis went in motion, and the linebacker went with him, which indicates that they're playing man coverage.
3rd and 30 for the Spartans at their 20. Tau Tolliver is the running back. Handoff to Elijah Tau Tolliver. Fights his way to the 25. Crowd boos. They wanted to pass. I don't know. I think they're in harm's way as much as you can get and punt the ball away with the wind at your back.
Yeah, not many plays in the playbook for 3rd and 30. So you have to use traditionally what you get. You screen passes, draw plays, and, just try to get out of there and get your defense back out there. Flip the field a little bit with a punter like Ryan Eckley.
Xavier Gilliam made the stop. Pena's deep for an Eckley punt. Backs up. Inside the 20. Makes the reception, starts upfield, and he won't get far. He's out to maybe the 23 before he is ankled down. Keyshawn Williams making another tackle on special teams. A 54-yard punt for Ryan Eckley. 13 and 37 to play. It's Penn State 14, Michigan State 10. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with basketball coach Tom Izzo. This unique experience includes a private dinner for 1 winner and 3 guests with Coach Izzo. The winner also receives a private tour of the Breslin Center, an autographed basketball from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
Hey, Michigan State Spartans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health, score a limited edition home field designed Michigan State Spartans t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Michigan State in the lead.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random +1.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fans, the Abood Law Firm doesn't settle, it wins. Abood Law stands beside their clients in court to fight. Honesty is not just the best policy, it's the only policy. Abood Law, they are there to help you. Penn State takes over. They lead 14-10. They're against the wind at their own 24. This is a howling wind. Runkemeyer has Katron Allen in the backfield. Wants to throw. Pressured, runs to his left. Cuts back to his right. He's in the open field and up to the 35. They'll say he's out at down at the 33. So it's 2nd down and 1 for Penn State.
It was surprising to see Penn State on that first play drop back to throw the football, especially going against the wind like this.
Maybe they thought that element of surprise would help. 2nd down and 1. Pena, his favorite receiver, way out wide to the right. Action just inside the left hash. Handoff goes to Katron Allen, and he is hit and hit hard as he tried to run to his right. Drilled and dropped at the 35 by Jordan Hall and Alex Van Sumeren. That's just enough for a first down. When you say Jordan Hall and Alex Van Sumeren, you've said it all.
Absolutely. Both those guys, true Spartans.
But it's 1st and 10 for Penn State at their 35. Clock shows 12 minutes, 15 seconds to play. Penn State 14, the Spartans 10. Uckemeyer, toss sweep to the right. They love to run it that way. And Katron Allen takes the toss, gains some yardage out to the 41. 6-yard pickup. 2nd down and 4. Darius Snow and Wayne Matthews played that well. There were a bevy of blockers, though, in front of Katron Allen.
Yeah, Penn State's been very successful this game with that toss sweep of getting the running back out there. But the key to that is getting it so he can catch it and going downhill.
2nd and 4, Penn State at their 41. Singleton's the running back. Uckemeyer takes the shotgun snap. Hands to Singleton. Plows up the middle. He's close to a first down. And it is a first down at the 45-yard line. Wayne Matthews makes the tackle. There's so much humanity in the middle of that line. Looks like there's nowhere to run, and somehow or other, the offensive linemen almost carry the running backs far enough for a first down.
Yeah, the running backs do a nice job of making themselves small and hiding behind their offensive linemen and also keeping their legs moving. That's why it's important for the Spartans to come and tackle low, grab the legs.
It's Allen back in at running back. Uckemeyer hands to him again. Up the middle, Katron Allen has some running room inside the 45 of Michigan State to the 43-yard line. Stopped by Malik Spencer and Malcolm Bell. 12-yard pickup. Important for the Spartans to get this stopped and hold them to, at worst, a field goal on this drive. We have 10 and 17 left. Katron Allen's now gained 95 yards. 1st and 10, Penn State at the Spartan 43. Pistol formation. Play fake to Allen. Uckemeyer in the pocket, being rushed. He'll run to his right. Cuts back left and then is swarmed down just inside the 40 of Michigan State, close to the 39. Raekwon Buckley made the stop.
Again, another nice job by the Spartan secondary of keep staying on their receivers and not having anything downfield for the quarterback to get the ball to. So now when the D lineman comes to rush, they have to have lane containment so they can just create a pocket for that quarterback to force a sack so he can't get out and get big plays.
2nd down 6, Penn State at the Spartan 39. Uckemeyer hands the ball off to Katron Allen, running to his left. He's inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Darius Snow makes the tackle, but they will move the chains. The running game paying off for Penn State. Well, they have probably the best two-headed running backfield in America in Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton, and they're using both of them and using them often.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, George. Those two guys play off each other very well.
101 yards on the ground now for Katron Allen. Singleton has replaced him. Singleton to the right of Uckemeyer. They'll toss sweep it to the right. Singleton behind some blockers down to the 25-yard line. Tackled by Malcolm Bell. You almost think they need to pop that ball loose. Get a turnover of some kind because it's going to be hard to slow down this Penn State machine now. 2nd and 2. Penn State at the Spartan 25. That's 8 straight runs now for the Nittany Lions. Every play on this drive has been a run. Pena and Kyron Hudson wide left. Let's watch the running backs. They're both in. Handoff goes to Allen. Ankle down at the 20, or he might have broken it. Tackle made at the 20-yard line by Wayne Matthews. That's another first down for Penn State. This has been a brutal drive if you're a Michigan State fan, eating up time here in the fourth quarter, and they're doing it against a very stiff wind.
Yeah, they definitely are, and they
no reason to pass it if you can run it.
If you can run the football like that, you got to keep it on the ground.
Katron Allen in at running back. They've had the ball over 6 minutes. Dunkelmeyer wants to throw. He's being chased to his right, and he stays on his feet at the 10. He's inside the 10 and out of bounds on that far right sideline at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Penn State. Even if he was thinking pass, that was still a run, an 11-yard pickup to the Spartan 9.
Yeah, the Spartans should think about, they're doing a very good job on the back end in coverage, but they should try to put a spy on the quarterback if they're not going to bring in pressure, any extra pressure in other than the lineman. They need to put a spy on the quarterback so they can prevent the quarterback runs.
1st and goal at the 9. Pistol formation, Allen behind Grunkemeyer. Hand off to Katron Allen. Just off left guard. Fights his way to the 5. These guys are powerful. Allen 5'11 and 219. Averaging better than 5 yards a carry. Jalen Satchel at 6'1 and 293 dragged him down, but he didn't do it immediately. So his leg kept churning for Katron Allen. Ball's at the Spartan 5. Michigan State will add some beef in the middle. It's the 12th play of the drive, and they've yet to throw the football. 2nd and goal at the 5. Both the backs are in, Allen and Singleton. They hand the ball off to Nicholas Singleton. Singleton hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward to the 4. 5 and 15 left, if you're wondering. It's 14-10 Penn State. Let's pause 10 for our network stations to identify themselves. Third and goal at the 3-yard line. Crowd sensing what a big play this is.
This is definitely a big play. Spartans have to try to hold Penn State to at least just a field goal attempt.
3 wideouts. Singleton's the running back in the pistol behind Grunkemeyer. Start to the right, hand back on an end around, and there's daylight, and Devontae Ross is into the end zone, running right to left. Cross the Spartans up. Touchdown, Penn State.
Caught the Spartans over pursuing, did the reverse coming back the other way, and the Spartans were just not able to get the proper pursuit angles to make that tackle.
PAT coming. It's now 20-10. 13-play drive, all runs. Hey, the Nittany Lions doing what they do best. Extra point is up and good. So it's Penn State 21, the Spartans 10. We'll take a break with 4:32 to play. The heat's on the offense now. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare. You're listening to MSU Football.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen?
Mind your business.
I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said mind your business, Billy. It's why we have auto owners. We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered. Because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simple human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
You didn't do this, did you, boss?
Mind your business, Billy.
The Jonathan Smith Radio Show, bringing you insight and laughs each week with J.U. Colcrick and Coach Jonathan Smith.
Game one, we had some stuff where he's changing at the line of scrimmage. That has grown as the season's gone on, whether we're talking protection, we're talking a route, we're going from a run play to a pass play, we're going from one run play to another run play. That menu for him has grown as we've gone.
Tune in to the Jonathan Smith Radio Show throughout the season on the Spartan Media Network.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery. Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play. You could win prizes up to $500,000.
Lions victory.
With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Spartans need some lightning now. They've fallen behind 21-10. Just over 4.5 minutes to play. Penn State will kick off. Krishan McCray near side at the goal line. Elijah Tolliver far side at the 5-yard line. At the south goal line to our left. .6'6", 297-pound Gabriel Wosu will kick off. Fair catch called for and made just inside the goal line by the Spartans. It's Krishan McCray making the fair catch. Time for a score and a stop and maybe another score. But everything's got to work pretty darn well at this point.
Yeah, the Spartans, they're going to obviously try throwing the football a little bit now. The key is that the offensive line has to protect Alessio, or either that or they got to put him on the move and create something.
1st and 10, Spartans at their 25. Tolliver is the running back, deep behind Alessio Milivojevic. Play fake to Tolliver. Alessio throws left side. It's a screen to Tolliver. Elijah Tolliver out to the 40 and hit down at the 41-yard line by Zachy Wheatley from Crofton, Maryland. 16-yard pickup.
A very well-designed and well-executed play.
Now it's a shotgun. Milivojevic looks left, looks right, throws over the middle. Caught by Tolliver at the 44. Stopped by Amari Campbell, their middle linebacker, right there. 4-yard pickup, 2nd down, 6. Milivojevic takes the snap, guns it left side, and double coverage. Catch is made by Omari Kelly, but there's a flag in the backfield. Matt King and Darius Dixon, the guys who two-timed Omari
Personal
Kelly.
Foul. Roughing the passer, defense number 36. That 15-yard penalty is added to the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
Is Alessio all right? It's Uriah Fisher at 6'3" and 259. Hit him a little bit late.
That could be the spark the Spartans needed. They need to get a quick score here. They still have all 3 of their timeouts.
And they're at the 35-yard line of Penn State. 1st and 10, 3 and 35 to play. Milivojevic in the shotgun. Tolliver to his right. Takes the snap. Steps up. Looks down the left sideline. And overthrows Krishan McCray. Covered by Zion Tracy. There's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Throwing the quarterback to the ground. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. Automatic first out.
Penn State getting a little goonish here.
Yeah.
On this drive.
And absolutely helping out the Spartans.
Those are two bad plays if you're the coach. First and 10. Spartans at the 20-yard line of Penn State. Alessio takes the shotgun snap. Being pressured from the side. They hit him. The ball is loose. It's loose at the 30-yard line, and Penn State has recovered. Hit down. And the ball recovered by Darius Dixon. Nickelback Zion Tracy hit Alessio Milivojevic. And that might do it with 3:15 to play. It's 21-10 Penn State. We'll be back with the finish in East Lansing in a moment. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Now, how do we get to the airport? Take mine.
Thanks, Jen.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Want some serious entertainment packed full of serious excitement? Are you ready to wine and dine with some serious food and drinks and experience some seriously luxurious game-changing accommodations, all while you do some serious unwinding at your favorite playgrounds? You're in luck. Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, Leelanau Sands Casino and Lodge, Crystal Shores Casino, and Grand Traverse Resort and Spa are inviting you to stop by for some serious fun.
Calling hard seltzer lovers. Searching for the tastiest seltzer? Look no further. Neutral Vodka Seltzer is absolutely delicious. Made with real vodka and real juice, Neutral keeps it tasty with every sip. With flavors like pineapple, watermelon, orange, and lime, there's something for everyone. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch. Neutral flavored vodka and carbonation, 4.5% alcohol by volume, St. Louis, Missouri.
(21-10), Penn State leads with 3:15 left. Auto Owners Insurance, simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. Spartans send their defense out onto the field. Penn State sacked Alessio Milivojevic. Tracy Zion knocked him down. The ball popped loose. Darius Dixon recovered the fumble. And Penn State has it at their 31st and 10. Grunkemeyer has Katron Allen behind him in the pistol. Hands to Allen. Tries the middle. Hit hard after a gain of 1. Aiden West makes the tackle.
Timeout, Michigan State, their first of the half.
Spartans stop the clock with 3:09 to play.
Yeah, Penn State's going to go into their 4-minute offense. What that is going to be a heavy dose of the run game. And, you know, you're taught in the 4-minute offense, you get up slow. You know, you don't know where the ref is. Try to hand the ball to the official so the clock just continues to run.
Sounds like you've been there, done that.
That's the fun part. Once you hit that 4-minute offense, you know you've got the game.
It'll be tough for the Spartans to win this one. They just took a timeout. Time back in, 2nd and 8. Penn State at their 32. Drunkemeyer hands to Katron Allen off left tackle. Allen into the secondary. Allen is finally tackled from behind. Running him down was Malcolm Bell. Good for Malcolm Bell. That was going to be a TD.
Yeah, good job of Bell continuing
Didn't
to
give
play.
up on the play.
Exactly. And, this big runs like that happen in this case because your defense have been on the field for so long and, you just get tired.
They have to be gassed from that last drive. 13 plays, 76 to go up 21-10. Bird up 9 minutes and 5 seconds. First and 10, Penn State at the Spartan 26. Drunkemeyer hands to Katron Allen off left side. This time he has got nothing but green grass in front of him. He's into the end zone. A deflated Spartan defense couldn't stop him. And Penn State goes up 27-10.
Penn State now going for style points in this one.
181 yards for Katron Allen on the ground and 2 touchdowns.
You knew coming into this game that this Penn State team, they're a tough team. They're going to fight you. We saw what they did last week against Indiana, bringing it down to the wire with, just losing that heartbreaker of a game for them with 36 seconds left.
Should have beaten them, really.
They absolutely should have beat them. But, it's tough.
Spartans get lined up to defend the PAT.
Play of game, kicking team. 5-yard penalty. We'll retry.
Now they move Penn State back with 2:07 to go in the game. It was a fist fight most of the late afternoon and into the evening between these two Big Ten traditional teams. The extra point is good. Some after the whistle pushing and shoving, but I don't think anybody's going to be flagged for it. Spartans are frustrated, and Penn State may be doing some talking.
Both these teams coming in here today fighting for their first, Big Ten win of the season. It's something that, they can use as momentum for the remaining 2 games, but it looks like it's going to be back to the drawing boards for the Spartans.
Penn State will kick off to Michigan State with 2:07 to play. Looks like they have a nose tackle kicking off. We said earlier, Wosu's 6'6" and 297. Hey, he is what he is. He's a good punter and blast kickoffs right and left. McCray and Tolliver deep for Michigan State. Here is the kick. Fair catch called for inside the 5 by Krishan McCray at the 2. Let's see if the Spartans can put some kind of points on the board here in the closing seconds to feel better about themselves as they get ready to go to Iowa City next week. This was nowhere near a poor performance by Michigan State. Penn State finally beat him to death on that all-run drive here in the second half. Milivojevic takes a shotgun snap, throws over the middle. Jack Belling has made the catch. Belling made the catch at the 30, that's a 5-yard gain. King Mack made the tackle.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
We'll take the 2-minute timeout. It's Penn State 28, Michigan State 10 here in East Lansing. This Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare. You are listening to MSU Football.
Trust the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the products for your next oil change. Right now, get 5 quarts of Valvoline full synthetic motor oil and a Wix filter for $35.99. Plus, get a $15 gift card after rebate. Limits apply. See your O'Reilly Auto Parts store for details or shop O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Labatt and Game Day, the perfect combo for football, friends, and a little friendly fire.
Nice jersey. Guess they were out of adult sizes.
Labatt is the beer that's there for every good-natured jab, every ridiculous comeback, because with friends, roasting each other is just another way to say,
you're an idiot, but I love you.
Labatt, brewed for the roast. Always enjoy responsibly.
Our score here in East Lansing, after a real rumble, Penn State 28 and the Spartans 10. Penn State made the Spartans pay in the second half when they held the football for 9 minutes before scoring a touchdown that gave them a lengthy lead. Last 16 plays, runs for 146 yards and 2 touchdowns. Burned up 10 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock. And they lead now 28-10. But it was 14-10 before the time-consuming drive. The Spartans would get them into 3rd and 2 or 3, but in the end, couldn't stop them. Penn State good up front and 2 excellent running backs. 237 yards for Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton.
Yeah, you have to give this Penn State team credit, give the offensive line a lot of credit for opening holes and keeping drives going for this Penn State offense.
2nd and 4 for the Spartans at their 31. Down 28-10 with 2 minutes left. Just out of that 2-minute timeout, Elijah Tautoliver off to the left of Alessio Milivojevic. Snap back to Alessio. Screen left side for Tautoliver. And he's off beyond the 35. Got a first down at the 36-yard line. Davian Collins makes the stop. Little 2-minute offense for Michigan State. 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Milivojevic, flush from the pocket. Runs to his right, throws on the run. Incomplete. Caught out of bounds by Omari Kelly at the 45-yard line. And that call will stand. 2nd and 10 for Michigan State. The ball is at the Spartan 36-yard line. Good to be proud of what the Spartans were able to do today against Penn State. Pushed into the 4th quarter. Sidearm pass by Alessa Milivojevic to Elijah Tautoliver. Elijah Tautoliver out of bounds, far left side at the 43. Darius Dixon, who recovered a fumble, snuffing out the last Spartan significant drive, made the tackle. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, I think it might be on King Mack, doing some extra talking or something of that nature.
Transfer from Alabama. King Mack out of Miami, Florida. Officials will talk it over.
I know he was the closest to the referee when the flag was thrown, so.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, Michigan State, number 4, for throwing the ball at an opponent. 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. Michigan State has elected to take a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff. That's their second charge of the half.
Wow.
What prompted Tautalva to throw the ball at King Mack? Could be any number of things, including frustration at the end of a hard-fought physical football game.
Yeah, absolutely. A game that, you were in throughout the game till you got to, middle of the fourth quarter when Penn State really took over. You look at this game so far, Penn State's been dominating in time of possession with holding the ball for over 36 minutes of this game.
They have 19 first downs. Spartans 13. It's 3rd down and 18 for the Spartans. Makai Frazier's the running back. Milivojevic stands in there in the face of pressure. Nice throw over the middle and caught by Evan Boyd, but ripped out by the defense. Nice play defensively by Elliott Washington, that junior out of Venice, Florida. And it's 4th down with 1:21 to play.
That's a pass Evan Boyd wishes he could have back.
Yeah.
That's something he catches the majority of the time, and that's something he should catch. And, you got guys that are in the game late now. You're vying for playing time, especially going down the stretch here.
2 more games to play at Iowa and at Ford Field against Maryland. Snap back to Milivojevic on 4th down. Alessio is going to be snowed under. Tried to stand in there, but finally Amari Campbell got him around the ankles. And the Spartans walk off the field, held on 4th down. The scoreboard reads Penn State 28, Michigan State 10.
Yeah, I think we're a couple kneel downs from this thing being over.
And it was a fist fight. So midway through the 4th quarter, that offensive line for Penn State. Left tackle Drew Shelton, right tackle Nolan Rucci, center Nick Dawkins, right guard Ian Harvey, all played extremely well, kept the run game going for Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton. Penn State will get to that victory formation when they can. 243 yards, says Greg Schultz, on the ground for Penn State. And they won this game on the ground.
Yeah,
and they won this game on the backs of those 2 excellent running backs.
Yes, absolutely. They definitely did. And you see on the Penn State sideline, they're giving their head coach a Gatorade shower. That's his first win as an interim coach.
He's a longtime Penn State guy. Started for 3 years at wide receiver out of Aliquippa, PA. Been an assistant there for 12 seasons. And Terry Smith gets his first win as the Penn State head coach, and it was not without a fight. The scoreboard won't show you how close this game really was. Penn State wins 28-10 here at Spartan Stadium. Good football game. Glad to be able to watch it. The Spartan football broadcast presented by Aetna Medicare on the Spartan Media Network.
The Spartan Media Network when you need it. That's right. The Spartan Media Network now is on podcast platforms. Did you miss a MSU Coaches Show or Want to check out exclusive interviews? Well, check out the Spartan Media Network and subscribe on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever you get your podcasts. The Spartan Media Network, now at your fingertips.
Whoa, boss, how did that happen?
Mind your business.
I mean, how did a forklift make a shish kebab out of our company truck?
I said, mind your business, Billy. It's why we have auto owners. We work with an independent agent to customize our policies. So when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered because unlike you, minding our business is their business.
Oh, that's simple human sense.